so we're going to put you guys on the map here. And the map is going to work for most of this, not all of this.
How fitting
Fill in the
for a
blanks.
recap. It's session 100 in my notes.
I have it as session 99, but if it's 100 for yours, great.
I live in an alternate timeline, I guess.
You live in an
Are you
alternate
counting
timeline.
session 0 or something?
Maybe I did. Oh no, I didn't. I,
think you
wrote session
did.
0 as session
Yeah.
0.
Okay. Okay. Well, I've got it as 99, so I'm going to go by my records just because I have to.
They're both good numbers for the recap.
Oh, yeah. But I will be celebrating session 100 with you guys next week. But for Zach, congratulations on session 100.
Yeah! Woohoo! Yeah,
like
let's
to
go!
next week.
Woo,
Do we like have
party!
a do we have a week where like different like we did something else because a bunch of people were missing? So did we do like a one shot or something?
It's
Not that
possible
I'm
that
aware
that's
of.
what it.
No?
I don't know. There's
I
some
like the
discrepancy
idea that,
How-
that Zach just
Yeah.
got held back one day and had like extra sessions.
The only way for me to find this out would be to audit the 2,000 lines of notes I have, so I don't want to do that.
For the record, if you wouldn't mind, I'd love to get a copy of those notes just for my posterity because I love having those things, if you don't mind sharing.
Okay.
I just love having them. I got them from Brandon. I got them from Isaac as best I could. Most of Isaac's are written on paper, which is a thing. So,
Feels better to write on.
oh, it does. And I actually do
Just
GM Eric
lots
shorts
lower.
about the paper stuff that I use, which you guys should be very familiar with.
Yeah.
Alrighty, so we are going to get started with this lovely. What's going on? Making sure someone sent me a thing warning me that something's broken. Let me double check that all the audio is working. Can I get one of you to say something real quick? Just to check the Discord.
Beep boop.
Something real
Yeah,
quick.
that works.
Beep.
I'd be
Awesome. Thank you
speaking
for the
so
beep
much
boops.
right now.
All right.
No problem.
You guys rock. All right, so the recap. Long ago, in a galaxy far, far away, Tati, Sea-Toad, Coin, and Ruzid arrived in the town of Nausha, seeking income. Nausha is here at the top end of Reston. It's a port town where people come seeking adventure, wealth, maybe fame. A change from the usual. Coin had employed Ruzid and Tati for his business plans as an entrepreneur. No real specific business plan, but you never know. Something could come along.
Picking it up off the road, finding it along the way.
Yeah. On the ship, Bryn Gemflower happened to be along for the ride. When you guys arrived, you went over to the Longstriders Consortium seeking employment and a job board. Basically, some odd job in order to get you guys some food because you were flat broke. Because you used the remaining of your money on some roasted corn, which Coin conceded was a great business opportunity. If only he could ever find a stall to do so and enough time to set that up. In line for the job board, you met up with the Centaur Crystal Latte, a cleric wearing bright pink armor who had gone to school with Tati. It was cheerleader versus goth. They kind of got along a little bit. But while waiting on entry to the Longstriders Consortium, you guys were framed for a crime you didn't commit and taken to prison. Thanks to the consortium's assistance, you were able to break out of prison. They then asked you to do a little bit of a favor for them, a job to liberate a nearby ship that was involved in the drug trade. The ship's name was the Aurora. You did quite well, putting people to sleep unintentionally, but generally having not too hard of a time clearing the ship of the drug smugglers. After clearing the ship, you were tasked on investigating the activity with the drugs. And after the research, found out that you need to go to the land of Australia, far off to the east, way over here, as that's where the trail was leading. As you left on the ship, you were headed towards Fort Folly. On board, you found that Netch Larry Leaf, a hatted, suave, roguish type, was on board, and after he tried to single-handedly take over the ship, jumped overboard and escaped. The ship and you guys continued on. You guys found, after inspecting the cargo hold, that there was another resident down below, a hideous woman that smelled very bad and had a penchant for drugs and smoking. She promised to not cause you guys any trouble as long as you let her live and delivered her to where she wanted to go. She identified herself as Pitney Bones. She also, as a bonus, provided Bryn Gemflower with drug samples. Because, after all, the first one's always free. I hear the typing. After a brief stop at a coastal bar and killing a hag for treasure, fighting a couple of mermaids along the way, merfolk I should say, you met up with a person on a raft and rescued her. Her name was Allier Guru, and she asked for passage to Ryport. She also told you about an island nearby that might have drugs on it. You guys went out and blew up Crab Island.
Goddamn right.
Yep.
And it wasn't like scorched earth. It was just a
Yep.
little seared.
There was a slight incident entering the seawall of Ryport, and the Aurora was damaged. The figurehead on the front of the ship was destroyed, as there was a navigational incident involved with the gate to the seawall and the seawall itself, and the Aurora damaged itself.
Oh, just say Saphira crashed into it. You don't have to use the innuendo.
And we were
Within
almost,
Ryport? Mhm.
attacked by the guards on the wall.
Within Ryport, you met up with a dwarf who sold you a second-hand figurehead of a skeleton and half skeleton, half man, the left side being a skeleton, the right side being a man in a raincoat with a trident. He sold it to you pretty cheap and installed it. After replacing the figurehead, you also got some paint that would allow you to change the color of the changemaker at will. You named the you renamed the ship the Changemaker.
True.
After the rename and visiting Crab Island and blowing up Crab Island, incidentally, due to a aptly placed spell on Bryn's part, you found your way towards Enland Point and met up with Skius Cross, a member of the consortium, and his associate Mari, who guarded the ship while you guys did work within the city of Enland Point. You were instructed by the consortium headquarters for a side gig in order to make some money. On the way to the consortium from your ship, you stopped at a magic shop run by Fenella Thistletop and got some supplies. The job you picked up was to go to a nearby bookstore and into the basement where the 12 Spiders organization had set up an outpost. The team cleared out most of the den successfully. However, Ruzid got fleas from a demon he thought was named Puppers, and also got bound and enchanted by a succubus by the name of Zishesha. She still, to this day, can mentally follow him and his actions at will, scrying on him as an at-will action. rescuing the draconic monk Suke from within the village, within the establishment, the party let slip a couple of the key members of the 12 Spiders leadership as they disappeared through a portal during the assault. On the way back to the consortium, the party was accosted by some ruffians and handed over a mirror that they had in their possession. It didn't seem like much of a loss. Only later would you discover that the mirror was a magical artifact that allows the goddess Mosaba to be seen in its reflective surface. The consortium was pleased with the result of the raid on the 12 Spiders, even if incomplete. They equipped you for your travels to Fort Folly. This is where you recruited the storm sorcerer Isaac to help you cross the Toad Sea. Heading out, you found the docks assaulted by fiends and devils and fought your way aboard your ship and departed the beleaguered city. Upon arrival... before getting to Fort Folly, I did this out of order. You guys actually made a stop in the central wall, got some recipes, and finished a side gig there as well, and then went to Fort Folly. You discovered a camouflaged hut floating in the bay among the debris from various storms. Within the hut, you met a man that called himself Zach, also known as Crazy Zach. He promised to keep the ship safe while the team went ashore in a dinghy. You guys are doing great. Let's see. Went ashore in a dinghy. Fort Folly was desolate and charred. Dodging the passes of an enormous dragon, you found shelter in a meeting tower made of ancient stones. Nomads from 2 different tribes were there doing trades and offered to take you guys further inland. A significant culture shock occurred, and after the trial of the mountain, the resident members of the party became Australian wayfinders. This allowed them to navigate the wastes of Australia without being perpetually lost. Finding that one of the navigation crystals was being disrupted, the party journeyed in that direction, hoping that it represented the machinations of a malevolent entity. On the way, you stopped at a ritual being performed by a tribe of gnolls. The great Australian spirit, Kashana, was summoned as part of the ritual. She answered questions, and as part of this summoning and questioning, would consume someone's life. Out of all the gnolls and party members involved in the ritual, Bryn Gemflower was chosen from the mass of participants to be consumed by the spirit Kashana. However, his life was spared due to the sacrifice of Sootmouth, a friend he had made only a few mere moments before from the Gnollish tribe. The small gnoll was consumed, and Chief Crackhands celebrated the sacrificial death in honor of Bryn Gemflower. You guys made friends with the gnolls and left. You did, in the process, get some answers regarding the drugs you were hunting and discover that you were on the right track. That night, Grung assassins appeared and tried to kill Sea Toad Coin, but failed. It was discovered that they belonged to the House of Flowers, a clandestine organization of assassins. The team was unable to determine why Sea Toad Coin was targeted by the assassins, but did manage to collect a black ribbon with his name on it. Further travels southward led the group through a gauntlet of burrowing creatures into the great spirit Jatikam, where Coin was transformed into a grey grung after offering his services to the Earth Spirit in defense of Australia.
Actually, silver, not gray. That's a common misconception.
Instructed by Jatikam to purge the wickedness near the river, the party assaulted a drug lab, and after defeating an aboleth at the deepest part of the cave, found themselves overwhelmed. The guardian dragon of the drug cartel, named Sageos, had returned, and the party sent a message to the consortium seeking rescue. Being sent a silver acorn by the consortium, the party was able to pass via Tree Stride back to Nausea. Having failed to disrupt the drug trade, the party needed funds badly. Thus, they picked up a pair of jobs. The first to explore an archaeological site that had been discovered within Nausea, and the second to house it a nearby structure at 123 Mary Way. While the party did recon on the dig site, after getting engaged with intellect devourers, turned the job back over to other members of the consortium, and spent a week house-sitting 123 Mary Way, where they dealt with the presence of an entity that identified herself as Kendall. The entity permanently charmed the entirety of the party with the exception of Isaac. He made a deal that she would let the party go, but she could keep the house. Before leaving the house, the party had already Before leaving the house, however, the party had a disguised home invader enter the establishment and tried to steal something from the house. After the individual was captured and returned to Leslie, you investigated the house for things of value that could have been found and found a chest full of effigies of various people. Unfortunately, you were unable to identify who the effigies were of, but did some investigation as to how the effigies worked and discovered that they were related to sympathetic magic. You did do a reversed scrying spell on an individual and got a vision of a woman working inside of a cave, making similar dolls to the ones you've discovered, but these were in the likenesses of the members of the party. However, further investigation into the woman other than this vision failed, and you lost track of her. After that, you did a little bit of shopping. During the shopping trip, a chance encounter with the woman calling herself T, a dryad dressed in a yellow cloak, with Saphira. Saphira kind of got a little bit wet in a dunking incident in the Bay of Nausea, and afterwards spoke to T. Saphira let slip that Silas, the Fey Lord of Time, was missing and had been replaced by Angela, also known as Madame Moira. T stressed that this was a major issue, as all of reality could end with the influence of Angela. With the insistence from a wizard named Books, the party was teleported with some complications to the Fey realms to find where Silas had gone. There, they met up with a woman named Helen Ferial, who rescued them from the sea, but not before all of their unsecured materials and supplies were ruined by the salt water. At Helen Ferial's house, you ventured into the Sporest, a mushroom forest that she enjoyed living in, and spoke to Kashana once more. Using magic dragonflight, you were taken to Queen Titania of the Fae of the Sealy Court to find answers as to what had happened and befallen to Silas. She informed you that Silas would be within the Chrononacrum, a time prison whose door required 3 keys to enter. The keys were fragmented and located throughout the Fey realms. Visiting the 3 locations, Where the Wind Blows, the Shintara Grove, and the Depths, the party was able to collect the keys and escape the depths of the ocean via teleport. Resupplying in Nausea, Bryn was able to assemble the key, and after a harrowing journey through time, they were able to defeat the Elder Dragon Zarud and free the correct version of Silas. It is revealed that Pitney Bones, the old stowaway, was responsible for instigating the abduction of Silas in the first place. In a daring move, Crystal Latte agreed to become Silas's wife and remain at the Blue Palace, and has redecorated since. Isaac, the Storm Sorcerer, went on vacation with his family. After all, he'd been gone for quite some time. And the party searched for profitable ways to spend the downtime. After all, everything seemed to be all resolved. Tati worked to renovate and rejuvenate the Church of Imkael in Nausea and visited his family. The rest of the party sought knowledge and financial gain through this period. Everything seemed to be calming down until the Paladin Sison reached out for assistance in discovering and stopping the spread of the drug Purple Frenzy. Discovering a plot to infect the garrison of Ryport with the drug, the party now has leads that direct them towards Shu. However, rumors of Saphira's past are starting to catch up with her, as are the bounty hunters. Being so close to Bourbon and the location of the treasure map that Saphira once owned, ship is turned in the direction of the Cervantes stronghold. On the way, a ghost ship appeared out of the mist, and the party chose to take a second look, only to find themselves embroiled in conflict with a lich of a captain, numerous ghosts, and his banshees from beyond. They defeated the lich captain named Rotten Beard and escaped the ship with some new equipment. That,
His name was
my
Rottenbeard? I don't
his
remember
name
actually.
was Rotten Beard.
It
Did we
came
learn
up
that?
briefly.
Delicious.
Oh, we did. Okay.
And
Yeah.
that,
Oh, no,
my
yeah.
friends, is how you take up 99 episodes of the Toivoan Trainwreck.
Honestly, what a glorious trip y'all have done. Also, you guys have messed up a lot of shit.
I still feel like we overlooked so many great adventures.
We
Every
fix
time
more
I
things
hear
than
more
we
about
break.
backstory,
The
Saphira
time that
sounds
we
like it's
fought
more
the
current.
basilisks in the desert and the gusts were blowing everything around, and then we were about to fight everybody and decided to empty the bag of holding at the same time.
Listen, you're getting all the bullet points. Of course, the bullet points are going to sound way worse than the very nuanced nature of what actually happened.
I am
Yeah, and also,
99% confident the bullet points sound better.
You're also just like free to go at any time. If you don't like how we roll, you can just leave.
I disagree. Part of the train wreck is stuck here.
Once you're here, you're stuck.
You can check out any time you like. You can just never leave.
The only way
Oh,
out is you have
shit.
to create a bigger train wreck than anything we've done before. That's sort of your one out.
So, I just want to verify, I didn't miss any of the major points, did I?
I definitely did though when I was taking notes, but that was
You
kind of the
did?
point.
Okay.
when I take notes, I'm not very thorough.
Okay. I hope I covered everything there and gave you guys a nice timeline on everything.
No,
I think so.
Yeah, that was
Yay.
good.
Yeah.
That's like writing my what did you do last summer report for school.
I don't remember if you did it during that. It's not really
Yeah.
essential information, but Coin, his original arc was finding a lucky coin, sort of had an
Yes.
encounter with his brother, and he's still set on finding it. He doesn't necessarily know where his brother is.
Yeah, I
But
tried to kind of
that's-
gloss over for the adventure recap. I glossed over most of the character motivations. But
Yeah, you're speaking on behalf of the party and not the
Yes.
characters, which is
as
fair.
opposed to the individual characters, yeah. But no, I have not forgotten. I'm glad Coin has not forgotten because it's
I was mostly
still a
bringing it up
thing.
because I wasn't sure if Sazin had ever really gotten a
To be
reference
clear,
point for that.
I don't know that you have a brother, and I'm
Got
going to
your lucky
carry on that
coin.
way.
Well, yeah, that's why I'm not bringing it up so Eric knows.
Here's
The
the
guy
fun
who wasn't
part.
here when they
I
met.
counted how many hanging thread lines there are.
It checks out.
You have 23 open quests.
Nice.
Yeah, that's to be expected.
Yeah, that was part of the reason why I also wrote my character's like backstory online, because like there's a lot of things that haven't actually been a part of this at all. I may never be, but like for the same reason I wanted to put it up there just so that people can look at it, even if we never
Yep.
go there.
Yeah.
I love it. And for those
I just
watching, you
feel
can
like
check that
there's
over
a-
at the wiki.
Yeah, I did the same with Bryn.
Distinction.
Oh, Bryn, I stole your outline style,
Oh,
just so
good.
you know. I hope
Glad-
you're okay
glad-
with
yeah,
that.
Glad you got
It was
used to
very
it.
neat and organized.
I also want to say, if you've read any of the stuff on Bryn's page, it hasn't been used like at all. There's like
Oh, I
four
read the whole
possible plot hooks from Bryn's backstory that have just never been. No, it's never come up in the campaign, and that's totally fine. It was just there for Eric for inspiration if you wanted to do something. But yeah, it's just none of it's ever been used.
Oh, it's been used. It's just you guys didn't explore it.
Ooh, spicy.
Yeah. It's in the sessions. It's just
A day may come.
sometimes you guys get single-minded on what's going on at the moment, which is 100% legit. And sometimes my little seeds.
I think
float
you'll see the
along.
single-mindedness in my notes.
Yeah,
Where I come from,
Yeah.
we call that committing to the bit.
absolutely. Committing to the bit is a good way to put it.
My distorted view of reality.
But yeah, that sums it up. Brings us to present day.
Cool. So that's where we find you on a ship sailing along.
Little beat up.
Yeah. With some loot that you haven't identified.
I'm feeling quite fine myself.
This might be the first time we've exited a fight where Saphira is the one feeling best.
It's kind of surprising. You were dead silent for the last 3 hours.
Yeah,
I
that
thought
that
you held the ship steady really well.
True.
that was a close call. Yeah.
I'll be the first to admit that may have been my bad. I might have overestimated us, but it turned out okay. And we got this cool hat, which is nice.
Rousing
You
I mean-
sounded like one of us.
It's hard to describe how painful it is when you're being torn apart by like 20 different ghosts all at once.
Oh, I actually know the feeling.
Oh?
Saphira, how far would you wager we're away from town?
How far would I wager we are from town? With 8 survival.
I will let you guess.
About 20 minutes.
We are no more than 20,000 leagues.
Coin's gonna fact check that
Okay.
with a.
He-
We'll take
he-
a 20.
Saphira
like
is
you checked
100% correct. You are no more than 20,000 leagues away.
Okay,
Go
can
around
I
the
get
Earth
maybe a
about 3
double here
times.
in terms of time and distance, and not just
Time and distance from where you believe you are, Mr. Navigator, and your fairly decent survival check to use the... Oh, wait. Do you still have your navigation tools? Or did those get dropped off somewhere?
No, I still have them.
You still have them? Okay.
Lost his equipment or anything at any point.
Okay. Since you still have your compass and your sextant and everything else, you're able to determine that Bourbon is 2 days away. If you choose to go to Sahua instead of Bourbon, that is a 3-day journey. The distance from Bourbon to Sahua is 5 days. You are currently in the middle.
Wasn't it established that the so-called captain's quarters was in Bourbon, though? The place related to the ghost ship was. We were told there's like
Leandro
a,
Cervantes? Yes, where the part of the
Yeah.
map is. That's supposed to be in Bourbon. If you're going to chase down Saphira's lead as opposed to chasing the Purple Frenzy, you would go to Bourbon.
I'm not overriding. I'm just for the sake of
I'm clarification.
cards on
Yes.
the table. Coin will relay that to the party, although he'll still ask everybody. Like, Bourbon seems like the most. We may as well sweep from right to left, following the shore. We can skip if we need to, but I don't see
I
a
think it
reason.
makes sense.
Primary concern is always Purple Frenzy, but I want to make sure Saphira's got everything locked away and is okay. And also, like you said, let's make sure there's no loose ends as we go.
I mean, I'm
I
also
also
thinking
heard
we
that-
can. Go ahead.
I'm saying we also heard that the Purple Frenzy, trade was being done with it in Bourbon. So if we wanted to
Yeah.
track the whole thing, Bourbon still is
I think-
still valid.
Also,
Either
the,
way we go, we're finding some of that crap.
yeah, the metallic thing also attacked us, came from here as far as we could tell. So I'd like to get that squared away so we're not jumped up anymore.
That's reasonable.
Yeah, can we find a
the-
factory for those things and just destroy it?
Could be for the best.
I wish it were that
Bourbon
easy.
it is.
Sure it is.
I'm gonna try.
That's
and
what we
steer
tried last time with the drugs, and they still kept moving.
Yeah, but it was a cool explosion at least.
If we see a factory, we'll blow it up, Rosen. Sound
Wait,
good?
you know
We
what?
also have
To be clear, we're
we
not
also
blowing up
have
the
to,
first factory we see.
Oh, I mean,
Well,
you know,
we
I
might.
mean,
not necessarily
based on the
essential.
descriptions of Bourbon I've heard, every factory probably hiding something.
We do also have a tendency to blow up factories. It
Yeah.
just happens.
I mean, I guess the probability's gone down a bit. I don't have access to my dragon form for a while because I got mauled.
Better hope we don't
Yeah,
find another
about
ghost
that.
ship in the
It's
next
been a
few
while
days.
since I've
Then.
seen the size.
Yeah.
And if we have insufficient explosive material, without the advanced wand of wonder, we can
Ah.
always use and see if we can make something happen.
What the hell is that?
Oh God, Season hasn't
It's a
seen the
magic
Advanced One to Wonder yet. So, in the Naoshan Summer Battle Royale, which was last summer, so going on 18 months, I think.
To be fair, I actually do know this, Bryn, from your backstory, from your
Okay.
page.
Okay, yeah,
But in
yeah,
person, I have not seen this.
so we got a magic
so,
wand, and we gave it to the steadiest, most reliable, trustworthy person in the party, and then
I would
Saphira got
love
hold of it.
you to say that with a straight face.
Yeah. So anyway, Saphira has an item where, as an action, she can roll on the Wild Magic Surge table, which has led to some incredible moments. However, yeah.
Think about it, Bryn. Without that wand, you wouldn't have gotten to threaten a door.
I was just thinking that. That was probably my favorite thing I've ever done in character is getting to threaten a door.
Something you'll come to learn, Sazen. Anything you don't want someone in this party to do, they're probably going to do it anyways. It's better to just accept from the beginning that they're going to do it, and then plan for how to undo it.
You're sure as hell
In
not
fact-
stopping me. I gave you that Holy Avenger.
To be clear, we have an
moment the
instant speed, just like roll on the wild magic table, just sitting ready to go in Saphira's hands.
Yep.
Well,
Okay,
not
just
technically
before
ready to
we
go,
move
I'm
on
not
here,
currently
Saphira?
attuned to it.
Are you holding the deck of many things? 'Cause if so, I'll walk off
One
this
moment.
deck right now.
I'll be right back.
Give us some credit here.
I never thought about that.
Okay, we're not that
but
stupid.
I do. No, hold on there, Ruben.
Ruse
I didn't
and
say
no
it. No
comment.
one brought
No,
that.
just because it got brought up. There's your deck of many things, ladies and gentlemen.
Someone has it.
I have it. And it's all ready to go for you guys.
See, now we know Saphira doesn't have it
Ooh,
because
so
the
it is in
DM,
game.
the DM confiscated it.
GM confiscated it. Yep. Didn't have, not letting you have it yet. Not yet. See, I don't mind playing with the thing. I love it.
I mean, yeah, I think that the Greater Wand of Wonder, it's acceptable as long as it doesn't get pointed at me. But I don't think you should have the deck. If we ever come by one of those things, you're definitely not getting it.
All right, I'm gonna go bask at the bottom of the ship if you need me. Coin walks to the edge of the ship, and then he just scuttles down the side to the underside of the ship below
Sure.
the water, and then he just starts basking.
I will say I am
Okay.
exhausted after that last fight, so I'm happy to lounge for a minute too.
Awesome.
I'm just
Coin
getting tired
will-
of having to look up at people again. I was getting
Coin-
used to looking down at people. It's kind of nice.
Coin will occasionally make perception checks beneath the water.
Sure. There's a lot of dead things floating by. You guys are going through a lot of dead seaweed. There's a dead dolphin that's decaying as you guys pass by. It's not a pleasant basking.
There. Moisturizes my skin, so
Yep.
get
There
get
is
something out of it.
There's a funk in the water that hits your lips and tastes like the inside of your armpit after a sweaty day.
Oh,
Why does he know what the
Yeah,
inside of his
that
armpits look
taste.
like?
It's because he's
come on.
a grung and his tongue can reach.
Everyone gets curious.
Great description.
You never go for a whiff after a workout. Come on.
A whiff is one thing.
You guys are disgusting.
You have your hobbies, I'll have mine, and we'll leave it at that.
You realize this now, Bryn?
Oh, no, I realized it a long time ago. I'm just reiterating it.
Oh, fair enough.
Cool.
Yeah, coin will be down there for at minimum an hour, but
Awesome.
probably down there for a
Can
while.
I try to find out what my pirate orb is?
Oh
I'm
yeah,
sorry,
I need to
repeat
figure out
that?
what my pirate items are.
Oh,
I-
you
I
want to
wanna
find out
know
what the pirate items are?
pirate orb
Awesome.
is.
Yeah. Bryn Gemflower, I need you to roll a history check because there's
Excellent.
something you have forgotten, to quote Babylon 5.
Oh. Okay.
Oh dear.
That's fine. I will go ahead and do that. Where's history? I rolled a 9 on
Thank
my
you.
history check.
As
Okay,
I
that
always
means
love to say, you
don't
did not
remember
succeed on your history check because 9 is no for German.
Oh, the problem is I can't remember what I've forgotten.
I know. Ain't that
Can I
great?
try to remember what
For
he
the
forgot?
record, this is the third time I've asked you to roll the check on this specific history check. It's the third time you
no.
failed it.
That's hilarious.
I
I'm
don't
lounging on
remember
the
any
deck
of
with my
this.
hat pulled over my eyes.
All right. Well,
Do
I
any of you
guess,
guys
does
get that
anybody-
ADHD moment? It's like, I know I'm forgetting something. This is
Oh,
what
all the
happened to
time.
Bryn.
all right. Do we want to start looking at our magical things that we've uncovered? I think I have a mysterious. Nope. I have a pirate key and a pirate shield. What else
Some
did we
armor.
recover? We have the pirate armor.
It's cool pirate orb.
I've got
Only
the hat,
one.
but I don't
It
think that's
doesn't come in
magic. I
pairs.
think it's just a hat.
I highly
never
doubt
know.
that.
So I'll just do an arcane investigation of my magic pirate orb.
I mean, Sizen, you picked that thing up off a lich. Like, and it's not magical? I don't buy that.
Every good captain has a hat.
You're not sagely.
So, which item are we identifying first, Bryn? As Tati investigates her item, it is most definitely magical, Tati, and it has a number of designs on it that match constellations.
It's pretty.
That's interesting.
I'm just gonna look
Might
at his
be-
item a little bit. An Arcana check.
Okay.
The pirate armor.
The pirate armor. Let me get that for you here. Let me pull that up because I want to make sure I get the descriptions right on these. Tati, your orb is made of brass. The white and silver studded leather armor that you have, Ruzid, it has a wind rune on its chest. What that does, you don't know at the moment.
Put it
armor?
on.
Something to do with wind. Maybe it'll make you fly. That sounds pretty good. Or make you levitate forever. That would be pretty bad. I don't really want to
That would be
find out
bad?
which.
Do we know what type of armor it is?
It is studded leather armor.
Studded leather.
Oh, nice.
Well, I guess, Brent, you can pick which one you want to tap your wand with, because got a lot of
Yeah.
choices.
I think so. I only have one charge on my wand of identify. We'll have to let it recharge overnight. I think the orb is most likely to be inherently magical. I strongly recommend that nobody try to attune to anything that a lich had on their person.
That rule's already been broken.
Can I now get you to roll a second history check, Bryn?
God, what am I forgetting? I rolled an 18.
You are forgetting that you have more than just the pirate items. You also have a bottle that has a stopper on it. You have a 12-sided die, and you have a pair of
Oh.
claws.
Do we never identify any of those in the Chrononacrum?
Wait, I have no idea what these are.
All right, we've got like a
Pair of
multi-day
claws.
backlog of
Ooh.
identifying items.
Claws.
Hold on,
really
I
think
feel
All those
we should start
unfinished
attuning to
quests.
them.
I
Make
feel
it
like
more
we did
sense.
the 12-sided one. I feel like we did that. Did we not? Claws
guys
of the Umber
discussed-
Hulk.
You got the claws of the Umber Hulk, so you can scratch that one off.
All right.
I'm very certain you did not discover what the 12-sided die is.
Okay, I'm looking in the bag of holding, and I'm not seeing it. We've got under miscellaneous, we've got unidentified crown found in the bottom of the well in the Shadow Grove.
Mm-hmm.
We've got okay, all those potions. Do we have a mysterious potion that we haven't? There's something called like a potion of maximum power. Was
Yep.
that it?
No,
Okay.
that's not it.
And that's different from what we have not identified yet. Okay. I'm worried that these items may have been lost in the bag of holding, and that's why we don't remember them.
They fell out the hole at the bottom.
Maybe Isaac had them on his character sheet. Does anybody have a mysterious 12-sided artifact on their? I guess I'm more worried about 12-sided artifacts since playing Baldur's Gate. Does anybody have
Mine
that?
does not.
Okay. Yeah, maybe the reason we've been forgetting about it is it just like has disappeared from the inventories.
I'm
So
fine
Eric,
with it
according
having
to the notes,
disappeared.
What is? I guess they'd be in the bag of holding unless Isaac has them. What items do you have in your notes that we have somewhere in our possession but haven't identified yet?
I have that bottle, the claws of the Umber
Okay.
Hulk, the 12-sided die, the pirate orb, the pirate shield, the pirate armor, and the pirate key.
Okay. Well, we have claws of the Umber Hulk. We must have identified it to know what they're called.
Yeah.
So that is in the bag of holding. I'm gonna add to magical items. I'm gonna add 12-sided die and
The bag of holding is just like a really complicated purse with a bunch of like zip pockets, and it's got lost in one of those. Got to dig your hand really
Yeah.
deep to find it, but it's in there.
okay. I added them and just made a note that they've not been identified yet.
Very well.
So, okay, so just to clarify, the potion of maximum power that we have is different from the.
That is different. That was
unidentified.
purchased by
Okay.
Isaac and put in the bag of holding.
Okay. Well, I'm glad Eric has notes on this because I totally forgot about all of those things. Yeah, I guess we have a backlog of stuff to go through. Any preference on what gets done first?
Or
All right, orb it is. Yeah, I would like to touch the wand of identify to the pirate orb, and cast identify.
Awesome. So I will send Bryn that information. There you go.
for real, I think
It's always the fun
If that-
part.
If that does not work for you, let me know and I will go ahead and send you the actual PDF.
We have it. Thank you.
Awesome.
Astromancy Archive. It appears to be a just like a wizard. Ooh,
Sounds correct.
yeah. So it's a wizard item. Let's see. I will go ahead and share the link so that everyone can read it, but I'll read some of the highlights. Let's see. It contains a bunch of spells that. So I think Saphir is the only wizard in the party.
oh wait, isn't Rusa a wizard?
No.
No,
A
Steve's a
sorcerer.
sorcerer.
It's real
Yeah, we get a bunch
technicality
of-
or whatever.
We get a bunch of wizard spells. It counts as like a spell book. So if you're attuned to it, you get a bunch of like divination wizard spells.
Yeah, I can't use
Um,
those spells. Wait, you foresight? Foresight?
That's a 9th level spell though. You just it's in your spell book. You don't.
Oh, okay. You
have
can't
the-
cast it.
Yeah, you need an actual spell slot.
I was like, wait until he casts
unfortunately.
foresight? Holy shit.
But you also get 3 charges a day, and you can spend a minute and a charge to replace a prepared wizard spell with a different one. But more notably, you can use a reaction to add a D4 bonus or penalty to any ability check, attack roll, or saving throw within 30 feet of you. So
That's
it's
nice.
like you get 3 reaction, bardic inspiration, or penalty of a D4 per day. Yeah, this seems really, really strong. Saphira, I don't know what your current loadout is in terms of attunement slots, but yeah, the last ability, getting 3 D4 bonuses or penalties is really powerful.
Since I don't think Saphira uses a ton of reactions. I could be wrong on that, but
I
It
need
does use a ton of
to-
reactions.
oh, never mind. I am
I
wrong.
need to shield myself, usually,
Sure.
or to dodge and look fancy while doing it.
Just I assume Saphira has all 3 attunement slots already taken, so it'll be hard to hit Sid.
I mean,
Yeah, you'd have to give up something to
Good.
use it, but it's also it's something that it's you could just burn all 3 charges in one combat and then switch to something else, and then use your reactions for shield and stuff.
and wouldn't hurt to hold on to it at the very least.
Certainly,
Certainly.
Yeah,
You
you guys
probably
really
also-
use it.
sell it for a large amount of money. Well, regardless, it's
a
the party's
brass
loot, and we
orb.
can decide collectively
I
what to do
think-
with it.
We can put some straps around it, and it doubles as a melee weapon.
Yeah.
Very true.
Suppose.
You're bludgeoned by my pirate orb.
So, does Tachi take the pirate orb back?
I'll give it
Well,
back to
just
Tatsu
long
because
enough.
she has it.
I just want to
Up
give a
to-
harness to it for Saphira to use. I've got some spare leather and give for this.
Okay.
Of course you do.
So you're basically building a whapper. Got it.
It'd be so cool. Like you can hang it from your hip. You can pick it up and hit someone with it if you want. You could swing it like a sling and throw it, or you can use the magic aspects of it. So many options.
Saphira, I'm going to ask Tati to roll a sleight of hand check to build you an improvised flail.
Yeah, let me get on that. Do you think I could use my toy maker tools to
Yes.
fulfill it? In that case, let me just add toy maker tool proficiency to this. Okay.
Yeah. So it's a very well built flail.
A 31.
Yep.
That's kind of cool.
It's a magic pirate flail.
Yep.
And I am passing it to you. You can put that on the
Okay.
sheet.
Saphira, go ahead and add the Astromancy Archive to your character sheet, as well as a flail.
Done and done.
Yeah. Because you're so proficient with flails.
When has proficiency ever been necessary to anything we do?
I
Yeah, exactly.
just
It's
pointed it out.
about the effort.
I'm proficient
Uh-huh.
with improvised weapons.
It's about how lucky you are.
long
About
as you
how
roll
cool you
really
look
hard.
doing it.
If I pick up Saphira and hit someone else with them, I am proficient in that.
And if he's holding a flail at the same time. My weapon has weapons.
All right. So, what do you guys want to do for the rest of the day as it begins to rain?
I would like to challenge the Fear to Rochambeau for right to steer the ship.
For the right to stay on the ship.
Steer the ship.
Oh, to
You've been
steer the
sailing-
ship.
You've,
That would
you've
be
been
interesting. though.
holding. You've been on the ship all day, and I feel like you gotta give other people a turn, or their skills are gonna plus.
All right. I need the two of you to roll D3s, please. 1 beats 2, 2 beats 3, 3 beats 1. All right. So Saphira will win.
Not a free. No. I explained to Saphira that I got a free.
Oh, you explained to Saphira you got a 3. Please roll your deception check. Saphira, please roll your insight.
If she's saying that, then I'm going to try and pretend that I had a 2 all along.
Okay. Let's get you. Tati's deception is 7. What's your insight, Saphira?
Oh.
It is rolling.
Oh.
It is.
Whoa.
This is embarrassing.
Wow.
Tell me about your
So, Saphira, you don't know that you're supposed to cheat at this point. As I grab my snipping tool. I love the snipping tool. I don't get to do that very often. But you're going to make Steve very happy because I showed off his roll of 1 on Saturday. All right.
just
I'm
like
gonna-
sneak in and steer.
I'm gonna pump
There we go.
like my fist in the air and be like, yes, my turn. Oh, Tyson.
Sason goes up to steer the ship. Make it your survival check, Sason.
I am now trained in
Sea
water
vehicles?
vehicles. Do I get a bonus for that?
Yeah, you get your proficiency bonus on top of it.
Nice. I'm just gonna roll and then we can add that. All right, plus whatever my bonus is.
Yeah, you're fine.
5.
Oh yeah, no, it's all yours. I'm just making sure you guys didn't forget the wheel while doing that. Go ahead.
Of course, we don't forget that. What's up with the wheel?
You both just kind of walked away. That's kind of the problem.
Oh, you mean like it
it's
moved?
fine.
but you
We're,
don't
we're,
hold
we're,
it.
we're out in the open sea. What are we gonna hit anyway?
I mean, that's right.
Why would you ask that?
That nasty dolphin that keeps bumping.
Because
up
what could possibly go wrong?
Don't you?
against-
I
Nothing.
need you all to roll perception checks.
No.
He said it. We can't take it back.
I will throw you over, Saphira. I swear to God.
Coin's underwater, so staying out of this.
Well, depending on
Awesome.
what we're trying to see, being in the water might
Maybe. That's up to Eric.
You might be
Yep.
more likely to see whatever's coming.
Yep.
Perhaps.
So we've
Okay. I don't think Coin saw it.
with a 19, a 20, and a 20, a ship is quickly gaining on you. It's very large and has has 4 tall masts.
Oh,
You've seen this
no.
style of ship before?
Goddamn
It's-
protectorate.
Not a
We
protectorate
have a-
ship.
Inlet. Go inlet. Go inlet.
Yes, it's not the protectorate.
Is it the ghost ship?
Wait, then
It is not the ghost
is it?
ship. You've seen a ship similar to this in Nausea, but it was called the Amarazi's Revenge. This one is not that ship. Similar style, though. And they are gaining on you quickly.
Size, go faster. Hold on,
You
I'm
take
gonna
it. You're
help.
real. Those guys not.
And I really wish we had a
Somebody
storm
get-
sorcerer right now.
Don't we all?
Everyone start blowing into the sails.
I'm gonna go help move the sails around and try to make us go fast.
And we can't even fly away from our problems. I don't have that form anymore.
Rizit has never needed to fly away from anything. Okay, but seriously, help me pull this because it's kind of heavy.
Okay,
You take the
fine.
wheel. I'll go pull things, Toddy.
Yeah.
Riz is
sure.
gonna help. What am I helping with?
Move, sail over, like tie it off. Try to
Okay.
make it catch more wind faster.
Yeah, got it.
Yeah, I've seen you do this stuff. I know how to do this for sure.
It's
For
You get
sure.
proficiency in water vehicles, man.
As you guys are attempting to outrun it, it will be catching you in the next 5 minutes. Are there any preparations you'd like to make prior to this ship pulling up alongside of your ship?
Or
I'm
put on
just
the
letting
ice.
y'all know I got no spells, so we're just going in raw if they start boarding
Yeah,
up.
this is if these guys
Drink
want business,
potions.
um,
Do
I
we
do
know who they
have-
are? Anybody? Can we tell what type
We
of
have
ship they are, where they're from?
I
You
5
can
minutes,
roll
that's
a
enough
history
time to
check.
drink.
Yeah,
flag.
I'll roll a history check.
That's a Cervantes make, isn't it?
Wait, where's our potion cache? I'm gonna need to start drinking.
Saphira, you automatically succeed, and yes, this is a Cervantes ship.
And we
Okay.
don't like Cervantes, right, Saphira?
Of course not.
that's
For one
Kind
the,
of the
for,
definitive bad
for,
news.
one- for one thing, Pancho ate us up.
Oh, yeah,
it's-
even
well,
his good person
it's-
is a bad person.
it's complicated. We know that the Cervantes are generally evil, but we haven't had a lot of interactions with them. We interacted with Sancho. I interacted with Sancho twice. Everybody else has interacted with Sancho once, and I think that was when he was like an exile from his family. They may have just known that we were on the ghost ship somehow. Maybe they had like some kind of scrying like sensors that anyone who goes on the ghost ship. We should hide the pirate loot, I think. Do we have any kind of like
And
hidden
Saphira. Hide Saphira.
passageways on the ship? Like any
Oh yeah, definitely hide Saphira.
It's a
If
smuggling
they're
ship.
like pirate types, they're gonna know all the basic hiding spots.
Okay.
What
Well, I don't
about
think
in the
we're
figurehead?
not going to let them on our ship to begin with.
I agree.
How
Don't
about
let
that
them on the
plan?
ship.
Come on, who has the bag of holding?
Let's slow down and ask them if they have a warrant.
Do we have any large explosives?
Magic.
Like physically
Right.
large or things capable of a large explosion? Because those
The
are two
capable
different-
type.
I don't think we can bomb their ship, if that's what you're asking. We
We're
have
kind of-
one flask of alchemist's fire, which was given to us actually to burn our ship in case anybody got a hold of it. So I do have that.
Oh, hold on.
but
What's our beef with these guys? Why are we
that's what I'm
immediately
saying. I don't-
jumping to combat?
I'm
They're
not
never-
aware that we have one.
They might
they're
not even-
evil.
They might just
I've
go in
never
the
been
same
comfortable-
direction as us.
I've never
Okay,
been comfortable with
it's-
another ship chasing you down on the open ocean.
I mean, if another ship's chasing you down, what is that supposed to say, Coin? What, they want to come over and have a cup of tea? What
It
are
means
you
they
talking
want my
about?
business card.
Maybe.
Now,
All right.
I do have.
Could I
little
could I
trick up
have
my
the thing of
sleeve.
alchemist's fire?
You know what? You can. I trust you with it. I'm gonna give my flask of alchemist's fire.
How about this?
to,
Do we
to
have a
Susan.
means
Bag of
communicating
holding.
with
Where
them
is the bag of holding?
from afar? Coin has it, and he's underwater.
Uh,
It's safe with him,
Ah.
but unless you
Yeah.
have Discord server up,
Coin-
don't
Coin, we
actually-
have thaumaturgy.
Well, we actually did, and I put it up for 2 hours because I used a sorcery point
you're
to make sure
kinda-
that it would last.
Okay.
How long has it been since our encounter with the ghost ship?
It has been 1 hour.
Okay, so
then
we
it's still up.
still have Discord server. So yeah, we're gonna call Coin back to the ship.
Who has the bag of
we-
holding? I need
we-
potions
We
now.
gotta get ready, just
scuttles
in
up the
case
front of it.
they want to fight us, which they might.
I was having a great nap down
I
there.
think Coin put
Is
it
it
in his
immediately
bucket for
runs
the-
up to Coin and just sticks his hand in the bag of holding and starts pulling out potions of healing and just drinking them?
I was having a bug parfait in my dream, and then Bryn's voice started booming in the background of my dream.
I'm sorry, it's the way things go.
So I presumably, if there's 5 minutes, is enough time for me to drink a bunch of potions of healing.
Yes,
Coin
you
will
may
walk
drink
over
a
to
lot
you.
of potions.
Give you the bag
I'm
of
just gonna
holding.
go in hurt. I think that's fine.
Do we have a
I-
means of communicating with them from afar?
Sazen,
Sending
I really
message.
think we want you at full health for this because I think if you go unconscious, we lose your buff to saving throws.
Drink one potion.
Right. You want me to drink what we have in the bag?
Yes, it's very possible these guys just want to
Well,
talk.
hold on. How
but-
low are you?
I'm at like
I'm at
half health.
144 of 212.
I have like 80.
Okay, Coin has 13 key points. If we had a short rest, then he has 16. He can just heal you like 8 times.
Will help a little bit. Use my second window.
How about Coin's gonna give you 2 flurries of healings, then decide from there if you want a potion. So you're gonna get 6 of
Ah.
these.
Okay.
All for
5,
C. Yeah,
10, 16,
and one more.
5, 34,
Oh.
7. Okay. I still want to drink more potions.
That's fair.
I'll drink, I guess, those 2 potions of healing left in the bag. Then some
Important to
healing
note, Coin, you do still have Death Ward up because that's 8 hours.
Good to know.
potions. Okay, I drank those 2.
Should I drink some then? We're
Yeah,
locking that
there's
in.
bigger potions in there you can drink. I drank the smaller ones.
Matt, you guys are gonna be peeing for like the next 4 hours.
I'll drink 3 of the potions of greater healing. 2 of the potions of greater healing.
I have a technical question, Eric.
Yes.
If I used the Chrononacrum key, like at any point today, would the pirate items we obtained be lost? Would they
Yep.
return to their? Oh, okay. Just curious.
Mhm.
Ruzid hands you a potion of healing as well. Nice.
Yeah,
Honestly, considering how many hit points I have, I think I just want to go in with this because I'll also start healing if I'm under half.
Fair enough.
Okay.
I thought you guys said we were just gonna talk to them.
Well, we
We're-
don't know what their
that's my
intentions
plan.
are, is the problem. So we have to be prepared for the possibility that they're just gonna attack us. And
Hold on.
I've got-
Coin's gonna walk to the back of the ship. How far is this
That's-
other ship from us?
200 feet.
I'll come
Coin.
to the back as well because A, I'm persuasive, and B, if they start firing, I'm gonna draw their fire instead of the ship itself.
Coin is
I'm
going
going
to
to-
use. Oh, hold on. He's gonna use thaumaturgy to boom his voice up 3 times as loud, and he's gonna yell, "Hey,
Before
go
you,
around!" He's waving his hand to the
The
left.
fear is tapping you on his shoulder.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, be very careful because they're really good at like detecting when people lie to them. So like, if you're gonna lie, do it by telling the truth, but in a way that's like
all right, that's good to know.
If the goal is to tell the
Okay.
truth, I think I might be our best bet here.
Fey rules.
Good to know. All right, I got
There-
this. I got this. He
Also-
thaumaturgies and says, "Get lost."
The ship bears down on yours. It pulls up alongside.
I don't
I'm
think it's
going
working.
to go ahead and have you guys look at the battle map here.
Why would there be a battle map? We're about to have a conversation.
Okay, I'll try and talk him down. I'll do my best.
It's for positioning, and this
Oh,
ship
geez,
you
they're a
have
lot
the lights
bigger.
turned on. Where are the lights
This
on?
is inaccurate.
Well, there can't possibly be more people. Oh, never mind. I was gonna say there can't be more people than there were on the last one, but
I think there are.
There actually aren't.
Yeah.
Definitely aren't.
it's at
So
some point it stops
uh,
mattering.
So,
I'd
Okay.
like to,
I got this, guys. I got this. Ship
Alright.
turns camouflage.
the ship turns camouflage as the green and splotchy camo pattern from the south washes over the ship. You realize that doesn't do a lot of good
Sea
here.
camo.
It turns to that nasty blue-gray splotchy pattern. Saphira,
Alright,
you wanted
everyone
to
stay
say
really
something.
quiet.
yes. I would like to subtly withdraw one of the feather tokens I bought a very long time ago from my bag, and I'd like to try and withdraw it in a way like as subtly so that the people on the other ship don't notice that I have it in my hand.
Awesome. I need you to roll your sleight of hand check, and I need you to beat a 28.
Jesus.
Okay,
Here to do it. I believe
Here's
in you.
not this.
it's tough. It will be very difficult.
Oh,
Very well.
The master
You're
of
able to
subtlety.
palm it. As the ship pulls up alongside, no one says anything. They glare at you, And they wait patiently, their hands at their sides, ready for weapons to be drawn, but none are done so yet.
I'm gonna shoot a look at Saphira real quick to see if Saphira is taking any actions right now.
I'm just standing at the ready, watching to see what they're going to do.
All right. In which case, I'm just gonna wave cheerily to the crew and be like, "Hoi, friends! How can we help you today?"
The guys closest to you, this guy, oh, let me get on the right layer here. The guy closest to you here gives you a curt nod and gestures his head towards the back of the ship here and holds up his hand for you to wait. He says nothing.
I'll give him a nod, hold up my hand, and say, "We'll give you a few moments." Understood.
At the back of the ship, a door opens, and a woman comes striding out in high sea boots and makes her way towards the front of the ship. She stands up on the rail here next to this dark elf with a hood. She looks down at the ship. Which one of you is Saphira?
God damn it.
Who?
Hi, I'm Tati.
Is that it?
I'm Sazin personally, but no offense. Why would you be looking for Saphira around here?
We have traced her and scried upon her. We know that she is aboard your bucket, and we wish to acquire her. We will pay handsomely. Turn her over now.
I hate to break it to you, but the business we deal with is mostly in exports and imports. So if you need something delivered or if you have something you're looking to offload, I'm your guy.
I seek to import the body of Saphira.
Yeah, we're not human traffickers.
It seems
I'm
like our
afraid we-
businesses are misaligned then. I
I'm
don't
going
like
around.
that.
If
I'm
anyone
afraid we
hears
can't help you.
Saphira, go ahead and raise your hand. I'm not seeing any hands up. You're welcome to search below deck real quick if you want.
No, you're
but-
not. Don't do that.
I know that Saphira is on board the small thing you call a ship.
I'm sorry, where
We
are you
do-
getting this information from? Because I'm scratching my head.
I know that she is there. Don't make me board the ship and kill each of you simply to acquire her. You said you're not human traffickers? That's not a problem with me. After all, Saphira isn't human.
Who is these days?
Humanoid tracker? Trafficker?
Hopefully,
I can't
no one
speak.
on our ship is human.
Now,
I look around.
why do you resist? You know for a fact that we could sink your ship without much care. We have a baler in the hold that would burn it to a crisp.
The fact that you haven't done it yet tells me that you're
Hey, Corey. Personally, man,
clearly capable of reason, is what I was gonna say. I don't know why these guys are getting me freaked out.
I am.
Man, no offense, Ned, but none of us here are trying to resist. I just personally don't for myself know whether anyone here is the Saphira you're looking for or not. I mean, please, if you can spot them here or point them out by all means, but I personally don't know what you're searching for individually.
The guy next to her here leans over and whispers to her. No insight check needed.
Sure.
I will go ahead and display this for you guys.
I'll say, and I'll. say that.
No, I do not
That
necessarily
reminded
know
me
if
of
this is the Saphira she's looking for. I can assume, but I don't know.
Okay.
Hey, I gotta ask, where's I understand your business. You're looking for a Saphira.
Yes.
Where is your ship headed right now?
To Bourbon.
We're actually
with
headed over to
Saphira.
Bourbon too.
Then allow me to
Well-
take her and escort her there.
I understand what you're saying. I'm mostly getting up to this business you're bringing up is very sudden and jarring, and not totally sure how you ended up here. So it may be
You are in
easier.
Cervantes waters, and you don't understand why a Cervantes ship would be here.
No, I understand
Strange.
that. I don't understand the. So you caught me off guard is really what I'm saying. But any
That
ship
was
would
the
be caught off
point.
guard with one 3 times its size. I'm saying why don't we all stop for a drink over in Bourbon, and maybe you could run us through where you think Saphira is. Maybe
I
we
believe
can
she
be
is
of help,
on
but
board your ship right now.
when,
I have a
And I would
Quick
prefer
question.
not to run you through.
In the Discord server, Bryn's gonna just suggest, guys, if we can get one night's rest, I'm not sure we can fight them right now, but if we can get one night's rest, then we can take these losers. So
I have an
maybe
idea.
we agree to go with them, but only if all of us can go, and then we
I
just
have an idea.
absolutely roll them. All right, Saphiro, we'll follow your lead.
All right. But is it possible to lean over, like across the railing here, and touch the other ship from here?
Yes.
You kind of cut off. I didn't hear if that was
Yes.
yes or no.
Yes, it is.
I would like to touch the feather token that I withdrew to their ship.
What's the feather token you like to use? Anchor. Awesome.
Oh.
Man.
And then
Oh
this
my
conversation is
God.
happening while both the ships are moving, right?
power move.
As
All right.
the large ship stops, the woman points at yours and growls, "That's her." And I'm going to ask you guys to please target your tokens, and we're going to roll for initiative.
Hey, we
All
gotta
right,
play. We gotta play
quick.
body block the
Outta
people
here.
trying to jump on the ship.
Gotta just
Before anything's rolled, I have a possibility I'd like to explore.
Sure.
Who on their ship is rolling initiative?
All of them.
Are they
I'm
rolling?
going to be rolling separate initiatives for each group.
We have no
Okay.
coordinates left, right? As well, because if we
I
could
do have
replace
a- I-
Tadi's, if you could replace Tadi's initiative with a high number, and then she just drives the ship away before they can do anything.
Well, I asked
That would
because
be ideal.
I only have a 2, so
Oh.
I asked because maybe we could give their if the entire ship was rolling at once, we could give them a 2, but they're not. So I think we saved the 2 for like a saving throw or something, and I'm just gonna roll it outright. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that, and then
Oof.
the turn order is bright white for me. Is it for anyone else?
You may
What's
need to
bright white?
refresh.
The turn order.
It's normal.
In
Oh,
No,
no.
me too. It looked like that for me.
all right. Well, regardless, that's fine. Okay, so we just need to get out of range of their cannons. All right.
To be
yeah, I
clear,
think-
I'm about to die because I'm gonna take the cannon shots probably.
Oh, because you can do like you draw in. What's the range on your?
Well, I wonder how much damage these cannons do even.
Probably a lot.
Probably, but I mean, if they have to hit against an AC, maybe you can live.
If the ranged weapon attack, if the target is within 10 feet, I become the target. So the question is
Okay.
going to be, how does that work with the ship? Because
Uh,
technically, the ship is always within 10 feet of me.
Does it only redirect attacks on creatures, or can it redirect attacks on objects as well?
I believe it's all. Whenever a ranged weapon attack is made against a target within 10 feet of you.
Oh dear.
Target.
Okay. Well, how do we make Sazin not die to cannon fire? We increase his armor class.
Honestly,
We
you
buff
let me
him with
go
healing.
down, you get the ship out of there, and then you heal me.
Is there a situation where I only have one, but it deflect missiles? If I can maybe stand in front of you, catch one of them might help.
To be clear, I also have 161 hit points, and I'll take half damage from each shot, so I might be okay. We'll see.
And also, in order for you to actually die, you have to go to negative your max HP.
That's
in
negative
one hit.
1.
Yeah. So a cannonball would have to do like 300 points of damage before we're worried about. Well, I think we're about to find out. I'd like to. I'm gonna roll on the gem flower and increase my initiative because it was crap. I probably want to go before other people. All right, I guess I get a 7. I'll change it in
I
the.
love your absolute minimum is what I rolled.
So let me go ahead and update the various members here. So
Yep.
the sailors got a 7.15.
Wait a second. Is a ship an object?
Yes.
Should do.
I have a DV's plan.
I'm interested because I have very little in terms of what I can do.
The sorceress, it gets a 16.
Hang on. I have a scroll of wall of fire. I could block their line of sight by just putting up a wall of fire on the edge of their ship, and then they
That's
can't see us. That's actually, yeah. If we just go, hang on. How this gives us a 24-hour head start. That's fine.
Yeah.
All we need to do is get a long rest, and we can just roll these guys.
We just need to get clear range just right now.
Are we assuming they
do have
don't
more.
have a
I
means
do have
to,
more to help with that.
they don't have a means to undo the token?
Don't worry,
Oh, they
guys.
probably do.
I just needed to get to my turn. I have a power move planned.
Does like dispel magic apply to the token? Anything like that?
Well, if it does, we're kind of
We're kind of
hosed.
fucked.
Yeah,
yeah.
that's the thing. I don't
yeah.
know.
I can
At best,
so-
we're getting a
sure
lead
they can
here.
do that. Unless we can kill the sorceress and then go, they can probably do that.
And the sorceress is going pretty early in the initiative order. Coin, can you just like stun the sorceress and get back on
Also,
the ship?
To be clear, they said they had a Balor, so we should be
Good
really
question.
worried about that.
The sorceress is the pink
The
woman,
captain,
right?
I think.
No, the captain is the captain.
Oh, that would make sense.
The sorceress is this person and this person.
Yeah, we're screwed.
Which other? They're so far away. I didn't even see the ping. Where's the other one?
Near the front of the ship.
Down here.
Oh,
All
There's
right.
a
Well,
third
let's
one,
not
too.
panic. It's possible they don't have dispel magic, or that it doesn't work here, or that they have to roll for it, and I could give them a 2. Although honestly, if they can dispel it, no matter what we do, they're gonna do it eventually and catch up. So, yeah, we're gonna have to do this the hard way.
in theory, Coin could only reach one to attack. In theory, he could reach both, but he wouldn't have actions available.
Okay. Well, let's
Uh,
see what happens.
That said, my options are in like this will be a conversation in the Discord chat, but he can either go and try to stun one, or he can just pump Sazin with Hands of Healing right now.
Let's see what if if one of the sorcerers has dispel magic, then both of them do, and they're gonna hit the DC within a couple minutes of trying.
That's
then-
true, but if one is stunned, then that is
But they're only stunned for one round.
yeah, but that's still
that's-
potentially delaying a first turn dispel.
I
but
think
their boat is faster than us. So if they dispel the anchor, it doesn't matter whether they do it on the first round or within a minute, because they're gonna catch us, and we're in the same situation we're in right now.
Yeah, I guess
Um,
so.
Minus a key point or 2.
May just be
so-
better to
Wait,
buff up.
I
Sazin
have
then.
an interesting idea.
All right.
What if we drop back instead of going forwards and throw the alchemist fire on their rudder?
Oh yeah, we could throw the alchemist fire and just try and burn them to the water line while
You could
they're.
kind of
I
grief
think
them with
they
wall of
drop it
fire
on
and
the
just try to
ship
burn their
itself.
ship.
But if we destroy their means of steering, we might have a chance at getting out of here.
That's true. It might be tough to get our ship positioned that way, though.
But we just need to drop back. Honestly, Coin, if I give it to you and we drop back, you can just run off the ship and do it.
Do what exactly? What would Coin, like, he'd run to the back of the ship and
Throw
blast
alchemist
it?
fire on the rudder.
Yeah, so they wouldn't be able to steer.
Yeah, I mean, I could do that. Coin actually also has a potion of fire breath if he wanted to double up. I don't know if it would matter at that point, but
Oh, Coin, what would you like to do during your 6-second turn?
okay. Well, the question is, because Coin is fine to do that, but the thing is, if they stun Coin, grapple him or something, it's gonna be hard to pull him out.
Let's play to our outs, and our outs are that they can't remove the anchor, and we can just go away.
Okay, so we're acting like they don't have Dispel, so we're trying to stay on the ship and sail away.
Okay, Coin is going to first off. He's just going to go over to Seizen, give him 3 hands of healing.
Hey, I appreciate it.
All right. What if we ruin their sails? They might not be able to catch us. Even if they, that didn't occur to me that it would be that easy to disable a ship. All right. Well, let's just keep going. Sorry,
You're
that
good.
may have been a
So,
tactical
C2.
blunder. No, I'm apologizing to the party for poor strategy.
He's pretty much done, but I want to ask a technical question.
Sure.
Deflect missiles, obviously it needs to be targeting me for me to do it. Is
Yep.
there a scenario where Coin moves Seizen a step back and he can grab one of those?
Thanks to
And-
Seisen's shield? No. Seisen's
Yeah, I guess
shield is cursed.
So it probably just made like curve around me then.
It curves around
Oh,
you
yeah.
to get to him.
I almost want to see that, but I'll take your word for it.
Yeah. Do you remember the movie Wanted? Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
we're talking about. We're talking
Listen.
curving bullets.
My job is tank.
Okay, the last thing Coin will do is he jumps up to the crow's nest, pulls out a potion of fire breath, but does not yet drink it. That's it.
Very well. The captain is going to, pointing at Saphira, shout, "Bring her aboard!" And is going to use an inspiring command to grant everyone within 30 feet of her an extra action that has to be taken immediately.
Okay, that
Sure.
sucks.
So,
Bye.
the sorcerer that's next to her points at Saphira and says, "Approach."
Oh fuck. All right.
Oh, we're fine. She's
That's
next
fine.
to me.
Saphira gets a turn.
So,
All right.
Saphira, I need you to roll a wisdom saving throw with a DC of 18, as you have been commanded to approach.
+5
do you
to
have
me
the-
and advantage.
That does
So
it.
that's a 19.
So, with a 19, you have advantage. Why? I'm sorry.
Because of my sword.
The Holy Avenger.
And,
Okay.
and also because of my whole deal with you know who.
Yeah. Okay. So you got a 19. He looks down at you. No. And the sailors here are going to use their action to move. And they're going to move to here, and we're going to run and jump over to there. Okay. The pilot here uses his action to drive the ship, which fails.
All right.
This guy here can also move 30 feet to there. All right. That's the captain. The pilots. The 2 pilots. This one back here is going to continue trying to drive the ship, which will fail. However, the other one up here, he's going to spring off of that, and he will move to here as he moves just 30 feet, and he will dash 30 feet to there. it then becomes the sorcerer's turn. The two of them. This one climbs down the ladder, spending 2 squares of movement to do so. And they will both shout at Saphira to approach.
All right, we did it once. Can we do it 2 more times?
We've got good odds.
Saphira
There's
succeeds.
All right.
And
Beautiful.
Saphira
Ah,
succeeds.
Incredible.
nice to see it.
She curses under her breath. Useless. Saphira, what would you like to do?
I'll shout, I know you are, but what am I?
Ugh. All right.
For my action, I think I am going to grab the other feather token that I have and toss it in the air, and this one works on our ship.
Okay,
And
awesome.
I did the math. 5 miles per hour is equal to 44 feet per 6 seconds.
All right. So let me
Damn.
go ahead and do a map thing here just to make sure that I do this right. Here, 1 sec. So I need to move this over here. Cool. All right. So you're going to move the Changemaker 44 feet.
Well,
Which direction would you like to
It
go
gets
in?
an extra. It just gets an extra 44 feet for whenever it
For its
moves, like,
movement.
I
Got
assume
it.
that when
around.
Toddy moves it, it's gonna go
Yeah.
far.
All right. Cool. That's your action. Anything else other than your monologuing?
Yes, I will use my bonus action to disengage. I rarely ever have to actually
Stay
do
close to me.
that.
Get out of sight. If they can't see you, they can't use command.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was gonna go below deck.
Excellent.
Good call. Good call.
Five, and then I'm actually gonna use my I'm gonna use the extra bonus action from my weapon to also dash
Okay.
Good stuff.
and just get
So you're below decks.
like
Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. We cannot see you, we shall say. Ruzid, what would you like to do?
We're just gonna look at this ship and just kind of crack a smile and subtle cast reduce on the ship.
On the ship.
This ship is an object.
Okay. Can I get you to do the display virtual tabletop, please?
Yeah,
Because this probably will work.
it's on a creature or object.
Wow.
We do a little trolling.
Wait.
Yeah.
What?
All right. The Constitution
L,
saving
L.
throw for a ship. Let's see here.
Huh,
Roll for a
that's
ship.
unique.
The Constitution saving throw for this ship is.
Oh wait, is the ship actually gonna roll?
Yeah.
Because I
Everyone make
might,
it fail. Everyone
we
try to
might
make
give
it
it-
fail.
we might give it a 2. It's just so funny that I want to see what happens.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Do
Yeah.
it. Do it.
Yeah, you know what? This is really funny, and I'm
Yeah.
not sure if it's the difference between us getting away or not, but I want to give the ship a 2 on its con save using
Okay.
my reaction.
All right. So, according
Is the
to
ship
the
unwilling? That's funny.
ship is unwilling,
Yeah, I
and
guess.
the ship's saving throw equals 10 plus the captain's wisdom saving throw and proficiency in sea vehicles is what it says.
Dang.
So,
Oh, no.
Oh wait, so does a 2 actually? So if the captain rolls a 2 on his wisdom save, then it's plus the captain's wisdom and proficiency, which
Yeah.
is probably going to be like +7, +10.
Wait,
Lucid,
is,
what's
is
your-
that 10? Wait, but
Lucid,
there's a
what's your-
10 and then they're rolling a dice roll on top of that? That kind of sounds like double dipping.
Yep.
Lucid, what's your save DC?
It's a ship.
Only a 15.
Okay,
Yeah.
I think they're
That's
basically
sad.
guaranteed to make this. So yeah, we're gonna save the walking stick.
Okay.
Womp.
Because,
I tried.
yeah,
All right. So the
Can we-
captain's
can we-
wisdom is an
yeah.
8 for the saving
Oh.
throw. So we get that plus their proficiency of 4, so that's 12
He has +8 to wisdom saves.
for the wisdom save. Yeah.
+8 and
So-
proficient. So he's adding his proficiency twice. Okay, yeah, I guess
It's 8 plus
Jeez,
proficiency plus the die roll. So here we go.
that's pretty.
And
insane.
there's a chance.
Plus another
So,
10, right, for the
yeah.
ship.
No, it's not
There
plus
is no
10.
chance.
It is
Oh,
no,
it's
it's not plus 10.
not plus
It
10 for
is-
the ship? Wait, then,
no,
then
it's
the
not.
2 would have worked.
it
Hang on.
would
I guess
be-
so,
8
well,
plus,
I guess
8
we
plus
wouldn't- we-
proficiency plus
do
a
have-
die roll. So unless it's
So it's
Yeah,
currently. What's your saving throw? What's the spell save DC?
It's only a DC of 15.
DC of 15. So I have 8 plus 4 is 12. If you use the portent, it'll make it a 14. That means that the ship will shrink.
all right. Are we doing this?
Because I don't have a way out of that. Short of I can't because you did it subtly. Yeah.
Yep. I made sure to do
Alright.
it subtly for that reason.
All right. Yeah, I'll commit my reaction and the walking stick's last charge for the day, to give the ship a 2 or give the pilot a 2 on his wisdom save.
Well, it's technically the ship. The ship gets the benefit of the captain's saving throw. That's how it works. Is
Regardless, it's,
run-
Fair
okay.
enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're going to grab the ship, and the ship is going to shake, and it's going to rattle, and it's
bunch of
going
people
to
fall off.
shrink. All right,
people-
people in the water.
It just cracks up laughing.
I'm going to say that the captain stays on board, though, just because. Yeah. All right. There you go.
That's a lot
See, I
less
told you I had a
than
plan.
Okay, Ruzin, anything else you'd like to do? As you have pissed off a whole lot of people?
It's gonna be smug as fuck. And my turn.
that.
All right. After Ruzin, we go to Tati.
We are pushing the gas pedal.
Pushing
I know how
the
to
wind
charge.
pedal. Got it. Let's roll your survival check, please. Beat a 10. Or sea vehicle, sorry. All right. So 19 plus 44 would be 19 plus 44 would be 60 or 53. No, 63?
63.
Yes, 63. 63 rounded down would be 60. Which direction would you like to go in, Tati?
Straightforward.
Straight forward, 60 feet. And then you want a double move, I assume?
I got nothing better to do.
All right, so we move 120 feet to there. All right, great.
Opportunity to pop a wave. I'm gonna take
Yep. Yep.
Is that what
Okay.
the feather token
Always.
factored in?
Yep, that is what the feather token factored in. So I need to have a dexterity saving throw from everyone aboard the ship, including my two guys.
very reasonable given the circumstances.
Dexterity saving throw. Come on, dudes. 1 and 2. All right. My guys maintain their footing because they need to beat Tati's spell save DC, whatever that is.
spell save DC.
Yeah. What's your spell save DC?
Certainly looked at this in my lifetime. Hold on.
I'm just making up numbers right now because I got to find a way to define what the heck you guys are doing.
Fair call.
They're doing some pretty wacky stuff right now.
Wait, I
Yeah,
don't have
you
a
are.
lot of spells, so I don't really have a spell set.
It should be up at the very top.
The top of my spell tab is nothing.
Yeah, of top of the spell tab should have spell attack, spell to save DC, etc.
No, that's for people that have spells.
Okay.
Aren't you a first level cleric?
Well, not at the moment. I'm not.
Oh,
Okay.
I see.
Let's
What
get
level
you to
is
roll.
it?
Is
Sure,
it-
All
I
right.
am.
In that case, let's go ahead and roll your sea vehicles to see how hard it is to stay on foot. That's a good number for us to roll. So sea vehicles to set the DC or lose footing in fall prone. All right. So with the 19, anyone who rolled lower than a 19, that is going to be Bryn Gemflower. You are prone.
Nope.
Bruzid, you are
Bryn's
prone. Sayson,
That's
you are
fine.
prone. Saphira, you are prone. As
I
Taki
agree
jumps
with
away.
that ruling, but it's
Uh-huh.
the context is kind of funny. That the better you steer the ship, the harder it is to stand.
It is Tati
Bryn, you
doing
stay
a
up.
jump.
That's true. You are hitting the wave.
Yeah.
I knew you could do jump. I knew it.
If you've never done a wave
everybody-
runner, doing a jump off of a wave, you're not staying on easy. And the better you do that jump, the harder it is to stay on.
It hurts.
Isaac told me it wasn't even possible, and Crystal
Showed him.
said it couldn't be done. I knew you could do jumps with the boat. Also, I'm on the floor now.
Okay. Cool. So, after Tati, we go to Bryn Gemflower. Bryn, Tati has just jumped a sailing ship.
Well, I think we want to maximize our chances of getting away. So I would like to spend half my movement to get to my feet.
No, you're up. Bryn, you're up already. You get +5 from me.
Oh, I'm within 10 feet. Isn't that just for magical effects?
It's for magical
no,
effects.
Paladin-
+5.
Oh, no,
Paladins
it's all
for-
saves. You're right. Yeah, it's
yeah,
all saves.
Paladins for anything. It's the Holy
Yep.
Avenger that's magical effects. Well, I'd like to 3, 4, 5, 6. I want to maximize our chances of getting. What's the range on that? Because that's 120. I want to wait a turn so that we're further away from the sorcerers and it'll make it more difficult to counter the spell. How far did the ship move? 60 feet?
120 feet.
120 feet. Okay. That's kind of an awkward amount. But oh, that guy's 65 feet away. So funny. They were described as sorcerers, which is kind of risky, but I think we're gonna try it. I'm exactly 65 feet away from this guy, which is
Yep.
notably 5 feet more than what's important. So yeah, I'd like to go into my scroll pouch. I have a scroll of Wall of Fire that I purchased like 80 sessions ago.
Yep.
Yeah, I'd like to get that out, and I actually know the spell, so I'll just go ahead and put that in the
All right.
ETT. The DC is not going to be 21. It's a spell scroll, so I think the DC is what's the DC for a
15.
fourth level scroll? It's 15. But the damage amount is the same, 20 damage. I'd like to do it in a line. The range is 120 feet, so I can do it pretty much anywhere I can see. Let me
Alright.
read the text. Oh no, I didn't put the text in. I just hang on. Wall display in VTT. That's better. Yeah, up to 60 feet long.
I'm going to give this to
So-
you so that you can do it. So there
Ooh,
you go,
that's-
Bryn. All set.
Hoping it would be a bigger wall of fire, but we
Is
can
that not
still,
60?
in that
Let's
case.
see here.
No,
that
that is 60. It was bigger in my head, but that's life. Can I rotate this just a little bit? Oh, that's perfect. Ooh, it wants to snap to hang on.
If you hold down the control key, you should be able to rotate it. Or you can hold down the letter E and use your mouse wheel to rotate it.
What's
If you
yeah,
have a
I'm
mouse
I'm able to rotate a little bit, but it wants to snap to the nearest like 45 degrees.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's put it can we burn 2 of their sails at once? No, it's just not quite. Oh, what if we put it like here? No, that doesn't block line of sight as well as I wanted it to. Yeah, I can do it at a 45-degree angle.
I would
And,
intersect it with the sail. Depending on how high this
Yeah,
is, it may even alight it.
it's 20 feet high, which is pretty tall.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll do it like that,
Okay.
which is pretty solid.
Cool.
I'm not sure it can go into the water, so it might be a little. It might be like clipped at the edges. And then yeah, I'd like to make the dangerous side be the side further away from us.
All right. I can do that. Awesome. Anything else?
That's my action. I'll go ahead and delete that scroll from my inventory. Delete. I don't have any good bonus actions right now. Nor. Oh wait, I have Bardic. I'm gonna give Sazin Bardic Inspiration. If he doesn't
Okay.
have it already, do you have it from the? Oh no, it goes away after 10 minutes. Yeah, I'll give Sazin Bardic Inspiration, and that's my turn. I'll stay
All
here.
right. Cool. It becomes the sailor's turn. This sailor over here has to make his saving throw at the start of his turn. That's a dexterity saving throw, correct, against the fire?
It's only when it's when the wall appears, and then if they end their turn in it. So he's fine
Okay.
because I don't think the wall of fire goes off the edge of the boat.
Okay.
Well,
He's going to
which
swim
side
away.
which side did you select to the wall?
Well, it's the
This side, I assume?
dangerous side is the
Yeah.
side further away from us.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
So then,
So
it's
that
like
guy
10 feet
moves to there. Yeah. All good.
Yeah.
So
okay.
that's the only sailor involved at the moment. This guy on actually I need top down left to right is what I do. So this guy up here. Oh goodness gracious. This guy here is going to run up to Tati. And is going to shove Tati.
Watch out.
Tati, I need you to roll your athletics or acrobatics check. Need you to beat a 14.
Toddy's got this.
Come on, reliable
I
talent.
get 3 attacks, so I get to do this 3 times. Tati's athletics or acrobatics comes in at a 27. You resist the first one. The second one is a 22. I need you to beat. Gotta get Tati off this wheel. Yeah. And the third one, Tati, gotta beat a 15. Damn. Come on. Ah! He's
Boom.
frustrated.
We've been
Bro,
Never
man.
doubted you, Toddy.
rolling
I mean-
insane today.
He's trying to shove me. You know I'm already prone, right?
Yes, but he's trying to shove you off the ship.
Like with his feet.
Yes.
I'm very
This
wiggly
guy.
down here.
I
This
picture
guy
you
here
saying
sees
this
the
without
very
me trying to do it.
strong paladin in full plate armor, and he sees the other person right over here. So he's going to walk right over to here, where he's going to try to shove Bryn off the side of the ship.
Oh, that's very rude. Okay. Yeah, I can. I
Did you
can
roll
beat
your
this clown.
athletics or acrobatics? Need you beat a 23.
Oh
This
fuck.
is a save, right?
It's not. I can technically beat it. No. All right. Yeah, I'm getting shoved 5 feet backwards, which I'm guessing puts me over the edge.
Yeah, you
You're
can
over the
teleport.
edge.
That's fine.
Don't sweat it.
His second one is going to try to shove Sison off the ship. You should be a 17, Sison.
So is that
Athletics or
acrobatics
acrobatics?
or something else?
Or
Oh,
athletics. Yeah, athletics
Sure.
or acrobatics, your choice. All right, you resist just barely, and his third attempt, you got to beat a 15. Ah, so close.
Nice. Barely.
Oh,
Very efficient rolling there.
That's why you wear heavy armor. It weighs you down.
yeah. All right, Sison, what do you want to do?
Well, it's
Beat
my
his
turn to
ass.
start coming.
Beat his ass, or just throw him off the edge.
Yeah, can I? Okay, so I have to take half my movement, stand up.
Yep.
Can I try and grab him and throw him off?
You can attempt to grab him. Yep. It's a grapple to grab him, and then it's another to move him. So, do you have 2 attacks per turn?
Yeah, I do. That sounds nice. All right, let's go for the grapple. How do I do that? I
That's
never grapple.
athletics for you, and I get to roll my acrobatics or athletics,
Well, that
and
was
I will
bad
roll
roll.
my acrobatics, which is a 20. You did not grab a hold of me.
It's fine. I'll go for another grapple.
Okay. That's going to need you to beat
There we go.
You grab a hold of him. You're unable to move him, but you did grab a hold.
That's fine.
All right.
I don't really have much. Ooh. Okay, no, I don't think that works. I was wondering if I could face step with him off the boat, but I think that would
No.
just probably take me.
That's just you.
Yeah,
You're
that
free to
makes
do
sense.
that if you choose.
Probably not. So I
Okay.
think I'll just hold him here for the moment.
Very well. Mr. Coin.
Coin on the crow's nest has a clear sight to Bryn falling off. Not jumping, falling off. And he's going to hop to the water. He'll take opportunity attack from this guy, depending, and it's
Yep.
free for it.
Whack. I missed you.
Nothing. Coin will grab Bryn. He's really just standing on the water. His hand goes under the surface and just grabs your, like the collar of your shirt,
Yep.
and pulls you up.
That was fast. Well, you could just take. I can
Hey,
tread
buddy.
water. You don't have to drag me out. I can climb on your back again like we did at the night fight.
That's fine. Hop on. Coin will put you on his shoulders. He'll hop back on the ship he has 40 movement, cut to 20. We'll both get to here
Nice.
and here.
Okay.
Ugh,
Got it.
now I gotta dry myself off.
Coin will do one more thing.
Sure.
He had pulled out that potion of fire breath earlier, put it on his
Yeah.
potion belt. We'll say he
Uh-huh.
readies an action. He doesn't drink it. He readies an action for when this large ship begins to move. He will
Okay.
drink the potion of fire breath.
Cool. Got it.
That's all.
The captain shouts, "You fool! We'll catch you eventually, Saphira. Leandro wants you, and we'll deliver."
Sounds like giving up.
She's trying to fish her friends out of the water. And so she's going
That's a
to
nice pirate.
do an inspiring command to get them up on the deck. She will move over closer to here, 35 feet. Yep. The pilots are busy, so they can't do much. They're trying to figure out why the ship shrunk. This pilot will swim back onto the ship because he's not going to catch a speeding boat. The sorceress. This person here. Oh, let's see. What can I do? Ooh. Do that. Yeah, we're going to. It is a range of 60 feet. Oh, nope, that won't work. That won't work. That won't work. That won't work. We're going to. Damn. I can't reach anybody without going through the wall of fire. Awesome.
Well,
Works for me.
objective
Yeah.
complete with the wall of fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she's
Did
going
we
to
establish
step back.
whether or not the wall of fire affects the sail?
It does. Yeah, it's going to catch fire.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, can't do much. Everything's within 60 feet for this character. All right, yeah, you guys are winning. You guys are doing well. Sophia, you're below decks. You going to be hiding down there?
Yes.
Winning.
Okay.
Phrase
Who's
it right,
it?
she's winning.
We're just gonna
Winning
stand
down
up,
there?
move to the side here, and activate my frost rune to give myself with a bonus action to give myself a +2 bonus to all ability checks and saving throws that use strength or con.
Cool.
Solid.
And then I'm going to try to shove this guy off the ship with my
All
first
right.
attack. see how this goes.
Plus 17.
All right. So my guy tries to resist. And he gets shoved 5 feet.
Okay, I'm gonna step forward and shove him again.
Sison, are you going to let go of him? Sison?
Sorry, audio issues. Yeah, if he's going off the edge, I'm happy to drop him.
Splash. Awesome. Cool. As he goes over the side. All right. Anything else, Ruzin?
No, got no one else I can really reach because I had to spend out my movement to stand up. So I'm good.
Tati?
I'm gonna use my old skills of combat ballet to stand up right here next to the steering wheel.
Combat ballet.
You bet. Oh no, wink at this guy and tell him to watch this. And then I'm gonna move this ship forward again.
Okay. And let's roll your survival check, please. Oh, damn. All right, so 28 plus 44. That's going to be 72, right? Did I do that right?
Yep.
So 70, 140. Put you guys way over there. You can leave the map.
You feel the wind?
We escaped! We
hair?
escaped!
And you guys have successfully
Whoosh.
avoided.
Well, there's still that goblin. We could interrogate
And
him.
we have a visitor.
This guy's like, no,
Last
turn around,
new
wait.
crew member.
He's going to jump off the ship at his turn unless you guys want to stop him.
No, we want to stop him.
Oh yeah, let's grab him. Let's interrogate them.
Just let him. Actually, I like that idea. Never mind. Don't let him leave.
All right.
Get
so
him!
can I get a athletics check to grab him, please, from everybody who wants to grab him?
Oh, he's getting grabbed.
I know.
Okay, I'm not even gonna roll. You got it, man. You got it.
Ruzit just
We're
like
moving too
teleports
fast
behind
for you
him.
to jump over.
He just like Ruza just like grabs him with like one claw and like just picks him up.
Yeah, pretty literally. Even though he's shorter than.
Yeah. Cool.
So, you want to start talking, or do I have to make you talk?
What do you want to know?
Ruzit
Why
kind of
are
like
you
holds
up
in
him
character?
like a puppet.
What do you
and
wanna
just turns-
know?
He holds him like a puppet and just turns him around to face the group.
Your game.
Why are
I
you
wanna
after
know your
Saphira?
game.
I'll come back.
I'm sorry, what was the question?
Hey, I mean, so
Well, let's start with your
why
name.
specifically were you coming after me? Oh yeah, go ahead, Bryn.
Oh, no, it's Saphira. This is your party. You go ahead and do the interrogation.
Well, hold on.
Oh,
Let's make sure his
uh,
mental faculties are in order. Hey, buddy, what color is the sky?
Blue.
All right, he's clean.
I don't know. It's kind of reddish right now.
Oh, now I know that there's lots of reasons people are coming after me. The bounty. I probably shouldn't talk about all the other ones. But why exactly were you trying to bring me?
Talk about the other ones.
Not in present company.
You guys are terrible interrogators.
So what was the reason that you and that whole ship were coming after me, bringing me to Bourbon?
The captain said, catch that person. I don't know why. I know I've seen your face on, I think it was your face. But Saphira is supposed to be wanted across the seas. And Cervantes says, bring her, we bring her. You don't
We know
cross
why
Cervantes.
they want you, Saphira. We don't know
I
how
don't know
they
if we
know so
do.
much. We don't know how they found our ship or how they even particularly knew that she was on this ship to begin with.
Roll an
How
insight
did you
check coin.
scry her?
Just a
Coin
second.
will-
Oh, they did say they were
We knew they were
scrying.
scrying. We just don't know how necessarily.
Coin will take a lucky for 20.
Okay, with a 20 coin, you look at Saphira's eyes, and Saphira knows how they were able to scry on her.
Saphira, How did they find us? Coin's eyes narrow, looking at you.
I mean,
Sapira,
what do you mean?
I mean, it was convenient how they managed to tail us so quickly on our way to Bourbon. It's not like we let the breadcrumb trail, and you're the one who's sailing, and you're the one people are chasing. I think maybe you have a guess as to how they found us so quickly.
I mean, I'm not exactly the most subtle person in the world.
Well, yeah. But it's not
Saphira,
like
People
what are you
about the
hiding?
whole, going to the Central Wall.
Look around here. Everyone here has put their life on the line for you and is willing to do so again. Everyone here wants
Except
to step through
me.
and wants you
I'm
to
not
be
willing
okay.
to. I'm not willing to.
Oh, we don't
Saphira.
really care about
Thank you for speaking up. All right. Everyone except for one person here who's not to be named has put their life on the line and is willing to do so again. What are you afraid of? What do you think that people here aren't going to do for you?
In this case, I really don't know what specifically is happening.
Saphira, yes or no? Is there something you're not telling us?
I mean, there's many things I haven't
Yes
told
or
you.
no?
It's just
Yes
none
or
that-
no? Yes or no?
It's just I don't know what there is that would be relevant right now. And I've told you.
Regarding
I have
your
told you about
trackability, is there something you're not telling us?
There's nothing that I know of that
Is there a
I'm not
means
telling you. I mean,
for someone to have eyes on
it
you?
wouldn't surprise me, but only in the sense that this whole thing has come with various powers
Coin.
that I don't always understand at the time. So it makes sense that perhaps those who are also of the same order might be.
You're really
I'm
trying to fill
figuring
out
this
that
like
essay
you
here,
are.
aren't you? You hit the 2,000 word count.
I am
Coin is gonna do
speculating.
another insight check.
Sure.
Specifically on how she's tracked, but also just accounting for what he knows of Saphira, of her history, of like how would someone track her?
Absolutely.
Or scry on her, I should say. I don't think. I mean, I have one more lucky.
Is this what you want to
And-
use it on?
I think we can afford it. Coin's gonna take the lucky for the 21.
All right. Cool. As we watch you roll it, 21. Saphira, would you like to reveal this, or do you want to try to keep this couched?
You're obfuscating.
I think. Let me ask you something privately because I am.
Yep. Send me a message. Yep.
To be clear, if you can hide it from Coin, it'll stay hidden from Coin. But in
Yeah,
this
I
case,
understand.
it seems like he knows there's something to be prodded at.
There was something I gave you. Here we go. Let me get this for you here. One moment, because I want to make sure
Guarantee you,
relay this
Saphira forgot
properly.
how they're tracking her.
Yeah.
Out of sight, out of mind.
Saphira's like, how are they tracking me?
Here we go. I have to send this to Saphira alone. Make sure I type this right. There you go. Last point, sir.
Okay.
Does that make sense now?
Yes.
Got it.
It's it's worth noting in this case, Coin is only inciting on whether he can deduce it, because
Right.
he's under the assumption Saphira is not going to tell him.
So with your 21 on this, and I'm going to be very specific here. You remember Cyborg Saphira?
Yeah.
Sorry, who?
We went into this crazy cave. It's
Right,
it us
okay,
into
the
random
time thing, the time
timelines.
thing.
There's like a robo future Saphira we fought.
Yeah. If you recall, you guys knew who that was pretty quick. You were able to identify how famous that person would be. You
Yeah.
guys took something from that famous person.
She doesn't still have that.
And you look over at Saphira, and on Saphira's hip, there is a thin, curved blade made of diamond.
Saphira, what's the name of that? He says, pointing at the blade at your hip.
Oh, Shura. Ain't she a sweet Oh.
You had that since
Yes.
the early
that's-
days. That seems like you picked that up along the way.
Oh no, we got that at you know, the cave.
Yeah, where you got it off like that, totally decked out, big shot Saphira, right?
The super cool future me that, of course, you know, I'm eventually gonna figure out how to turn myself into that, and
I'm
Yeah.
not seeing anything else
you know,
on your.
that's long-term goals.
That's true. It's true. I'm not seeing anything else on your person that's new that would be particularly, trackable.
Hmm.
And it kind of seems like we've had an uptick of visitors since meeting your future you. I don't know if there's a correlation, but
Oh yeah, you know what they say about correlation? That it's the opposite of causation.
is that what they say?
Exactly.
It's not what they say.
No, I actually think I've heard that one.
I don't know. Can we hire like an artificer to like fuck with it and make it not track them anymore? I don't know.
Well, to be clear, I don't know if that's how they're tracking. It's just
I
I'm
mean-
trying to make sense of this.
It certainly makes sense. Bring all your enemies over to you so that you can take them out one by one. Brilliant, actually.
I'm just
So,
saying
Saphira,
you should maybe
I'll
get the
trade you
thing
this-
looked at. That's all.
I'll trade you this cool hat for that sword.
No.
Damn.
I don't think it's gonna make a difference if you're holding it.
Oh, I was gonna throw that overboard immediately.
It's still gonna do the same thing.
I think
Probably,
we need to start warding the ship. Once I get spell slots back, I think this ship is going to need to be warded against divination, and we also might want to consider.
Green Gemflower.
warding-
Oh,
Yeah.
You identified this, so I will go ahead and send this back to you with your history.
Okay.
Just be...
Oh, that's really funny. Okay. Well, it is. It is cursed.
Oh.
Yeah, here's the
Saphira-
actual link to the item because you did identify
Yeah.
way back when.
Yeah, so Saphira cannot be shielded from divination. If the Shura,
Saphira,
the
you
scimitar
problem
in
child.
question, it is so legendary that it and its wielder cannot be shielded from any kind of divination magic. So yeah, I guess as long as we have that, as long as Saphira is attuned to that item, anybody who wants to know where we are is going to know where we are.
No, where
Do they
she
know
is.
anything? Do they know
Well,
anything
okay.
else? Any other information, or is it just a location thing?
Well, if they're scrying on Saphira, if they're scrying on the sword, they would, from what I know about divination magic, I mean, you can scry on someone for up to 10 minutes. where you can hear and see what the person hears and sees. So, I mean, it's yeah.
We don't have a lot of options.
We're not gonna have a lot of privacy. I mean,
It's like reality TV. Wait, what's that?
I mean, it's
Point-
gonna be more like the three body problem, where they're gonna know everything. It's possible that anybody who wants Saphira is gonna know everything we say and do, unless we keep it in our heads.
Coin is going.
Brent, you and I have very different definitions of what the three body problem is.
If you give me a day, I can remove the curse that's no longer bound to
Hang
Saphira,
on.
but
No, I want to appreciate that joke for a second. That's what really.
It's going to take you a day, Sazen? Okay. Coin
well,
is going
like
to
4 hours of rest.
Coin is going to fish out the gem of discretion and maybe a rope. He's going to go up to Saphira and he'll say, like, it's not going to do a lot, but you should keep this on you. And if at any point in the next day we talk about where we're going, anything, location, trackability, just tap this thing.
Hang on.
You can go 15 minutes off the grid. Use it when
Let's test it.
So
you think it's important.
Can we, dude? Does it have a charge? We should test it now. You and Saphira have a conversation, and we'll see if any of us standing outside the radius of the gem can understand it. Because it's possible the gem doesn't do anything. The description of the magic item in question is, it says anything that would grant non-detection, and it's not 100% clear what that is. So we should probably test.
I guess it's worth it.
Our yeah, let's do a test because this is like once a day, right?
Yeah, that's my
Yeah.
understanding of it.
Yeah, let's see if it works at all.
Okay. Coin will walk over to Saphira. He will activate the gem of discretion when you're ready.
Cool.
All right. Brenda's gonna slowly walk away from the conversation and see if at any point it becomes fuzzy or if you can still make out what's being said.
All right.
You look over and you see Saphira and Coin talking.
But can I understand them?
Yeah, you can understand them.
Okay. So
They're talking
even with
about, the wonderful cheese that's at the Longstriders Consortium. You can understand, the small talk that they're making.
Okay.
Is that okay? Well, hold on. We need to be more specific. Is that just what Bryn is perceiving, or is that what's happening?
I haven't heard the characters say that they were doing that.
Coin looks at Saphira, and he just, after a second of silence, he goes, "What do you do with a drunken sailor? What do you do with a drunken sailor? What do you do with a drunken sailor early in the morning? Yo ho and up she." And
And
If I'm
what Bryn
inside the
sees
gem
is them
discretion
discussing
range,
the
I'm
flavor
leaving.
of cheese.
All right. Yeah, Bryn's gonna come back to them and ask what they were talking about and whether it matched his
You
own
come in
observation.
and they are singing.
yo
Okay.
ho and up she rises. Yo ho. Oh hey, Bryn.
Rises.
All right. Well,
By the way,
it
you gain
appears
2
that the-
points for the singing.
Hell yeah.
It appears that the gem still functions in Saphira's presence. So that means it might not be.
That's great
Roll
to
an
hear,
Arcana
but
check.
we have now used
Right.
it, and it is now useless
Uh,
until Jason can
Well, hey,
remove
we
the
know
curse.
it works. Eric, did you say roll an Arcana check?
Yes, please.
All right, I will do so. 27.
Awesome. Because you have advantage on that. With a 27, the non-detection does not prevent illusions from wrapping around someone. Non-detection prevents divination magic, and basically what the sword does is it allows her to be vulnerable to divination. The
Okay.
Gem of Discretion is a illusion magic that does not affect divination. If someone were to scry on someone within the Gem of Discretion, the orb would appear within the Gem of Discretion, see them. It's not stopping that. It's the stopping of divination magic is independent of the illusion.
Okay, that is very reasonable. Can we work out with my 27? can Bryn speculate as to how the sword would work with Mordenkainen's private sanctum? Because the spell in question, I'll put it in
Yeah.
the BTT. It wards an area,
Mhm.
and one of the events that one of the options that can be chosen is sensors created by divination spells can't appear inside the protected area or pass through the barrier. So, because I could see it going either way depending on the nature
In
of
this case, because this doesn't say that it cannot be prevented by any means, you could technically wish to bypass that, and Shura will allow the sensor to detect only Saphira within the
Okay.
private sanctum, not
Okay.
anyone else.
All right. So if we
Does that
put
make
up
sense?
Mordenkainen's private sanctum on the ship, then it would basically just be somebody trying to scry out Saphira would perceive basically just Saphira like walking through like a fuzzy, just like a foggy forest at night
Yeah.
with like just Saphira and nothing else. That's very
Right.
funny. Um, huh. Okay. Well, it's still.
Probably think I was a ghost pirate.
Well, hang on. Scrying doesn't necessarily give away person's location, does it?
It
They would
does
know that
not.
we're on the. They know that we're on the changemaker, but it doesn't know where the Don't know where the changemaker is. So if the changemaker is warded and they scry on Saphira and Saphira's on the changemaker, they would have no idea what Saphira's surroundings are. So I still think it's worth it to put up Mordenkainen's private sanctum, um, just to block divination and yeah, we can still ward the rest of us against divination, like Pitney Bones doing her bullshit to coin. We can still stop that from coming up again. Or like teleportation. We might want to leave teleportation in case we need to teleport in or out. But yeah, we can block divination. Just
Yep.
thinking
You
out
can
loud.
block it as long as you do it on an area, and the vehicle does not count as an area. The area
Oh,
is
it does-
actually geographical space.
I see. Okay. So that makes it
It
more
works when you're
difficult
parked,
to- Yeah. Okay.
but that's it.
Mm. All right, that's fine.
Yep.
Yeah, I guess if we're on the open ocean, then they wouldn't really learn our location anyway. Um,
You guys are pretty safe. It's just they're hunting Saphira and have the capacity to figure out where she is.
I mean, that's pretty scary
Yes,
because the
it's intended
first
to
part
be.
of first part of hunting someone is finding out where they are, and that's basically free for anybody with divination magic.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, we're gonna. I'm guessing we're gonna have to continue fighting off attackers, and so
Until
yeah,
you figure out a way to resolve it.
yeah.
All right.
We should
Cool.
also make sure that our new friend is not getting more information out of us than we are out of them. So I'm going to turn back to our captain and ask, oh, who exactly is your captain?
Well, let me get her name. Captain Natroth Ideen, and I will put her name in chat for you here. She's captain of the Etherstone. Copy and paste. Is that the Etherstone is the name of her ship, which is currently grounded, anchored, and shrunk for the next
And on
hour. And on fire.
Good
She's having a
riddance.
bad day.
Yeah.
You know, what's she like? Like, good demeanor, bad demeanor, good captain?
She's a good captain,
Oh,
of
she-
course. You saw she cares about the crew.
I mean, you know, I wouldn't say that's trying to oppose me and my friends means caring about the crew, because usually people who do that don't survive very long, but, you know, we each have our opinions.
You're worth more than 6 of those ships.
I know.
She cares about the crew.
And, no, And how high up so obviously she sails with the Cervantes fleet. Like, is she like very high up in that, or
She's captain of the ship and no one asks questions about her. Cervantes meets with her personally.
Okay, that's good information. Have you ever met Cervantes?
Hell no.
And you probably wouldn't want to, though. I mean, the mountains are fine.
You smell ammonia.
Oh, he story of himself.
The mention of meeting Cervantes has caused this man to lose control of his faculties.
I
Just
cast
checking real quick.
prestidigitation on
Can
his
you
groin.
swim?
I'm sorry?
I
Just
cast prestidigitation on. Oh, sorry. You go ahead, Anthony.
Oh, just asking real quick. Can you swim?
Yeah?
Might be good to know for later.
I can't swim far. I mean, it's a long way to shore. You wouldn't throw me in the water and leave me. It'd be murder. You're supposed to be the good guy. Oh, he looks over at Saphira.
Yeah,
I mean, you
don't
just
really
tried
know
to
why I got
you just
that
tried to murder
impression.
my friend, so I don't really value your life that much.
We weren't murdering anyone. We were capturing her to take her back to Cervantes. We
And
weren't
what were
going to
the
kill
Cervantes
anybody.
gonna do to her?
Now what does he
I don't
want
know.
with me?
I don't know. You have a flunky. You have a sailor on a ship.
Hmm?
He has no clue what the
Yeah.
big plan is from up top.
That makes sense. But
It's
just
above my
trying to
pay grade.
find the boundaries of his ignorance.
It's pretty tight boundaries.
Does anyone have any more questions?
What were you told about the point of this voyage when you started it?
To get Saphira. We set out
When
4
did you
days
leave?
ago. 4 days ago. From
4
Bourbon.
days. From Bourbon.
Well, I guess we can throw this guy overboard then.
Okay, hang
No.
on.
Look,
Maybe-
I'll help with
Maybe
the
he
ship.
wants to join the crew. Don't you want to be part of the change maker? Like for at least a day or two?
Now, hold on. If you look at Coin, you'll sense he has an idea, and he's playing his part right here, and he'll let the guy grovel for a moment. Well, I mean,
Look.
yeah. It
Yeah, I'll
seems like
join
you
the crew
don't-
for a day or two. Yeah, sure.
I mean, yeah, you're not paying me to be in this ship, and I mean, I guess in theory we could bring you to Bourbon, where your crew is going anyways, and you could walk off. But I don't really benefit from that. I don't really do handouts. But you seem like kid with good head on his shoulders, trying to move up in the Cervantes ranks. Who's to say maybe we give you a trip to Bourbon, you send us a message after you learn a little bit more about why they're looking at Saphira. Something like that. Or I could throw you overboard.
Sure. Yeah.
Sure to go overboard?
Deal.
Can we insight check that?
Yeah.
I like to get these kind of things, in writing, get a handshake. I like to really make sure I know what I'm working with.
Okay. With the 24, he is saying it so he doesn't get thrown overboard. He's basically been blackmailed into agreeing. He doesn't have much choice. And he realizes that he either agrees to this or dies. So,
That's how we got started.
Point is trying to think of a way he can sweeten the pot to make this guy actually compelled to help him.
Oh, we can how long has it been since the fight? Like half an hour, maybe?
oh, more than that. It's been actually an hour, so we'll say an hour.
So the telepathic bond is down. I'm just gonna pull Coin away from the group for a second, out of earshot of
Sure.
our captive, and just say, I can put a suggestion on him. Once we Once we land,
Okay.
we can suggest a course of action, and he'll follow it for up to 8 hours. So he might be just saying what he needs to say to stay alive. But if we want him to actually do like a task for us, like deliver a message, we can do that. We can make him
True.
do that.
Yeah, I mean, I was mostly just leaving the door open. Maybe this maybe this kid actually does tell us something, but yeah, that's some actual value there. I don't know if I have a message I would send to them. I was hoping this guy goes back to his quarters, asks his buddies a few questions. Maybe he gets lucky, meets someone who knows why they're chasing Saphira. Then just have him like send a message back. I don't know, send a courier dove.
Well, with an 8-hour duration on suggestion, or even longer, if we get a long rest and I get some sorcery points back, we can do an extended spell. That's 16 hours. We can ask him to go in, get some information, and then come back to the Changemaker. I mean, it's possible that that Cervantes or his crew are just gonna kill him for whatever reason, either because he failed in his task to capture Saphira, or was on our ship and we let him go, so maybe that means he's been compromised.
Maybe we give him some intel, wink wink, that he can bargain his life for. Or, live a little longer. Maybe he's on a ship this whole time. Maybe he figured out that we're actually headed to Ryport after Bourbon. And he just got a lead to give to his higher up. Something to keep him alive another day. After that, he's on his own. I know I sound very scheming when I say that. I don't mean to come off as evil. I'm just an opportunist.
Fine. You have to embrace that within yourself. Like however it comes out, that's the way you mean it. So just accept that. There's nothing wrong with it.
You know what? I agree with that. It's a great sentiment. So yeah, I say we exploit him. Within reason. Like, I'm not gonna actually throw him overboard.
I mean, unless he's more likely to just give us away as soon as the other ship catches up.
Well, is the other ship going to catch up?
In a day, it'll start again in a day, and I mean,
How far to the destination?
So
One
we
more
were
day.
2 days away.
2 days. 2 days at the start of this session. So
Be like a day and a half.
You've got
So we bought
46 hours.
We bought ourselves
we'll have
24
we'll have a
hours
day's
of
head start.
Yeah, and we're also faster for 8 hours because of the feather token.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think we can get to our destination before they catch up, and that's
What
assuming
if
they
we
know how
just
to
did a
follow us.
what if we just did a short rest because we know where they are, or a long rest even, and then just circle back while they're putting themselves back together, and then take them.
So yeah, I guess we could just, rush the beast.
Because they shouldn't be moving, right?
That's a
Is
good point.
very bold and not a bad idea.
I
We
actually
did
kinda like that.
decently in that big fight with twice as many guys. These ones are
Maybe we
Oh,
pick up a
man.
couple fireballs in town.
the
If
captain
they've
is
been listening, they
scary.
know we're gonna do this.
Well, yeah, but they can't do anything about it. They can be prepared, but we can just show up and
They're
the
already
captain-
chasing us. If we go to them, it's like they're not gonna run away.
And if we do that, we do have to throw this guy overboard. To be
Yeah.
very clear.
No, I mean we could just drop
we
him
could
off
knock
at
him out.
Bourbon. We just don't have to bring him back with us. We don't have
Well,
to
it's-
kill him.
If we get to Barbon, then doesn't make much sense to turn back.
So if we get to what, it'll take us too long to get to our destination city.
Oh, you're saying
The
just
idea would
like
be-
drop
yeah.
anchor and turn around.
yeah, we
We
sit
actually
here
would have to
for-
kill.
because nobody.
Well, he
we're
could
not
swap
sure how
teams.
they know exactly
He has
where.
the option.
To be
We
fair,
have 24
you
hours
give
to
me-
convince this kid to turn against all his friends and higher ups.
You give me
Yeah.
He
4
could wait-
hours and I'll be ready to
wait
go.
below
Also, we can
decks,
just tie
that
this
would be
guy up
fun.
and leave him down below.
Yeah, we
I'm
can lock
not
him up
leaving this
before
guy
that.
on my ship alone.
It'll only
Alright,
be
mean-
for
tie him up
a
and leave
minute
him
or
on
two.
deck.
I guess. Search his person at least.
Oh, I mean, don't get me wrong. We're probably gonna strip him nude, but
Yeah.
We can chain him up in the basement. He'll be fine.
Well, when you put it that way.
Bryn, that was clearly not the first time you've done that.
Ah,
It's we have
yeah.
hidden bones in the basement for
We could
weeks.
put him in Coin's bucket and then
No.
just seal it shut.
No,
Which
Just
bucket?
just temporarily.
no. Stopping you there. I mean, we could probably grill this kid a bit more to maybe get intel on like if there are more people below deck, anything.
Yeah. How many people are on board? What is the strongest spell he's seen them cast? What's the most dangerous thing about the ship? There's gotta be some things he's seen.
And I actually think this is the first time I'll ever say this sentence, and it's the last time. Maybe we should let Saphira do some of the talking with this guy, because he thinks she's a bad guy, a bad evil, right? He might believe the threats a bit more if they're coming from her.
I think we have two options. I'm happy to let Saphira take the lead, or let Saphira no actual torturing.
Well, the problem is I'm too lovable and agreeable. If I try it, it's not gonna work. He's gonna see right through my
I would-
golden heart.
I'm happy to go and be
I would
entirely
never- I
honest
would never
about.
torture someone. It is highly unreliable.
I'm happy to go and be entirely
I'm
honest about what the
equally
outcome will be if he's not
A
clear with
little
us.
fun.
Are you actually down to axe this guy, Sazen?
Oh,
mean-
honestly, leaving him alive has a lot of danger of causing harm to everyone here on this ship, which is significantly more than one person. I wouldn't throw him overboard, but if I had to just kill him immediately, quick and painless, it probably would be for the best.
This is a new development. I'm very interested in it. I would have expected you to try to talk me out of it.
Whoa,
Alright.
listen. I'd prefer to talk with him. I'd prefer to leave him tied up and like drop him off somewhere if we can. That's ideal. But if it comes
Yeah.
down to it and it's gonna be he's gonna turn us all in if we keep him alive and we're all gonna die for it, I can't say that ending one life is gonna be better than or gonna be worse than all of us dying horribly.
That'd be my preference too, but it doesn't seem practical to drop him off anywhere. It would be cruel to like drop him off on an island uninhabited.
Here's the
I
thing. Here's
don't
the
know
thing.
if that would be cruel. That would be the start of
I guess.
a compelling personal journey for him.
I'm
You know,
thinking of
he
like a
goes
little.
on a deserted island, and eventually he grows up and becomes like the king of the island.
We'll find him a forest with a big farm up the road. It'll be great. I was saying like if we find like a little 20 by 20 island with one tree, it would be cruel to leave him. If there's a forest nearby, drop him off. I don't care.
I'm thinking, what's the harm? We grill him for information. We keep him tied up. We turn back and take care of the ship. We go continue to Bourbon, drop a compelling spell on him so that he fucks off for 24 hours. We deal with what we have to there, and then we get out of there by the time he breaks out of it.
So honestly, seems like the best course of events. It's better to deal with these guys ASAP than to go to Bourbon and have them tail us all the way to our next destination.
I will say it does also give us a chance to get a larger ship if that's what we're looking to do.
Yeah,
We're
I don't.
not-
You know,
turning
you know how to
in.
speak my language.
Tati, I'm not ready for this conversation. I don't think we should have it right now, but this ship is increasingly identifiable. And that is a
And
problem.
small, comparatively.
That's just because we haven't been changing the color often enough.
Yeah, I don't. Do we have a spell to turn skinny into a less
Green.
distinguishable
I
figurehead?
would argue you've changed color too many times, so it makes it more identifiable.
Yeah, it's more obvious we can do that. We did it right in front of them. I
It's
did
like,
it.
is that the ship? Changes colors. Yeah, that's the one.
Where else are you gonna get a ship that's Centaur accessible?
That's true. Yeah, we could make a profit off of this thing. We don't have to like dump it. We could at least find a.
Hey, we can
Buyer.
also keep it and use it for some excursions, but not every single one.
Coin's gonna turn his head and make sure that guy hasn't like jumped off and started swimming or hijacked the sail
Lucid
or
has
something.
been holding him the whole time.
Okay.
Listen.
just checking.
Give me a list of questions to ask him. I'm gonna ask him. I'm just gonna be straight clear with him. I'm gonna be entirely honest about what's gonna happen if he's not honest and willing to cooperate with us.
We
can
need
get some answers, possibly.
We need to
Sure.
know the number of the crew, the capabilities of the sorcerers. Capabilities of the captain would help. And what was that thing that they mentioned that was on the ship? The big monster
Baylor?
thing.
A Baylor.
Yeah. Like, we need to ask what that is and what it's capable of.
We might actually have
when-
a
and when-
case.
And when they deploy, when they like to deploy that.
We
Yeah.
might actually have a case for this
stuff
kid.
that he doesn't know, but
If he's not willing to talk, this is something worth noting that we could just outright tell him. If we just tell him we're gonna go back and clear his crew out, then to put it bluntly, either we win and all of his teammates die, and so he doesn't really have a choice to help us, or we lose and his teammates recover his body. But if we win and he doesn't help us, we have no reason not to kill him. If he helps us and we win, we spare his life.
So, Coin, to be clear, if I'm gonna go speak with him, you're saying that we're gonna go back, turn, fight them, and if things go poorly for us, he is the first one to die. You will make sure with your dying breath that he dies.
I'm saying once his crew is cleared, he should give us a reason not to kill him too. Maybe some intel would be that reason.
Well, I'm thinking like the intel right now is probably the most useful thing. Then we can talk after that.
how about we frame it as if he gets us this information, then he will then we don't have to tell him that we're going after his crew. But we'll tell him that we will when we get to Bourbon, we will drop him off safely, and from there we part ways, and no harm done to each other. Or, obviously, if he doesn't cooperate, then we throw it overboard.
I think we can work with that. Did anyone catch his name?
I don't think anybody asked it.
Oh,
We
no, I
did
think that's
ask. He didn't tell us.
What's
He
your
hasn't had
name?
an opportunity. You guys have kind of run over him.
That's true. All right,
Yeah,
all right. Listen.
We kind of tend to do that, don't we?
All right,
Yeah.
number
Yeah.
of crew, capabilities of sorcerers, Baylor, captain's abilities, ship capabilities. Any other questions?
What does he want for dinner?
What does he want for dinner?
Oh, aye, that's very important.
I'll be like
That's
fish.
important.
Frid's
All
cooking.
right, all right.
Yeah, we'll feed him. We're not complete monsters.
I assume this conversation's
Oh, wait.
been having this happened off to the side, correct?
It was established
Just
as
sure
out
over
of
it's
his
earshot.
head. Just over his head.
Was this he kind of like still holding on to this guy on the deck, just kind
We-
of
All right.
waiting for you guys?
We
to decide what
established
to
it
do?
was too far for him to hear.
I'm gonna walk over to where he is. I'm gonna look around for like a seat or a barrel or something I can kind of pull up and sit down next to him. I'm gonna plop down next to him and I'm gonna start channeling my sacred oath to channel divinity to gain a +5, is it?
Yeah, to persuasion for
+5 to persuasion, give me a
emissary
+8
piece.
to persuasion for the next 10 minutes.
Okay.
Well, I just had a lovely conversation with my friends over there, and let me tell you, I do not envy your situation right now, buddy. Which, sorry, what was your name again? I think I missed it earlier.
Name's Vimic.
Venick?
Vimic, yeah.
Venick, all right, well, listen, I feel for you right now. It's not a good situation to be in. You know, you were on the big ship, things were looking good, but you ended up stuck over here without your crew, without your captain. It's not pretty. Listen.
No shit.
They want to kill you. There's no good way to sugarcoat it. They're like, honestly, they're like, maybe we can get some information out of him, but honestly, it's probably better to kill him. Personally, myself, I'd rather keep you alive. You know, I'm not really big on the killing, But if it comes down to it, if it's us versus you, if you're gonna hurt us, like, I'm kind of gonna have to go with them. But listen. You can give us just a little bit of information. I can convince them, I promise you this, that we can keep you here, we can keep you safe and tied up off to the side, and when we get to land, to Bourbon, we'll drop you off, keep yourself hidden for a little while, and then we'll go on our merry way. You'll be alive, we'll have gotten a little bit of information, shouldn't be a huge issue. Everyone's happy, you know? Hey, listen, I know you want to stay alive.
The only way you're going to keep me alive is keep me away from Bourbon.
So, would you rather us drop you somewhere else?
Yeah? You don't understand. The fiends. Someone finds out that I'm still alive. They're going to kill me.
Hey, I've got some experience dealing with fiends myself. So I'll tell you what. Let's talk a little bit. Let's get a little bit of information. If you can help us out in this, I'll talk to everyone else and do my very best to get a promise that we'll drop you off somewhere that is not Bourbon. You go off, start your own life. No one knows who you are. Everything's clean. We don't talk about you. You don't talk about us.
You're real softies, aren't you?
Sophia, yeah, you know, the one with
I'm
like
not, though.
$20 billion gold on her head for a bounty. Super soft. Me,
Well,
I
it's
like to believe in
280,000
good.
gold now.
Jesus Christ, really?
Yeah, why do you think that all the ships are out looking for her?
Sophia, are
McCain
you robbing?
brothers
Even
are
my
on
soft
board.
heart feels different sometimes, you know?
Are you robbing banks when I'm not looking? What's going on?
The McCain brothers are in Bourbon even.
Really? That's the first interesting thing you've told us.
We knew that.
We did?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. I didn't realize they were there, and that's why we were going.
Well, that's fine. All right, listen. Just a few questions. You answer them. We'll take you out of here. We'll get you out of Bourbon. We'll drop you off somewhere else. You're alive. We're alive. Everyone's happy. So real quick, you were just on that ship. How many people are there on the ship? Like, what's the crew size, give or take?
Well, there's 64. Yeah, about 64, 70, something like that.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Plus, of course, the gem of fiendish summoning.
And I take it that's what would summon the Balor, of course.
Well, not just the one. You see, one, you defeat the one, the next one comes. It's like this emergency thing that if the ship sinks, the Baylor is there to kill everybody aboard. It's also the secret weapon of the ship.
Honestly, we're not even that worried because we know for a fact if you go down there, you just mess with the gem, you dispel it, you take it out of the socket, you can just disable the thing. So honestly, we're not even that worried about it, right?
Hang on. If the ship sinks, they summon a Baylor and kills everybody. Any chance that's already happened? Given the level of damage we inflicted on the ship, that we didn't sink it, but we did burn the sails a little bit. Would that be enough damage? No, they said they'd see us again. I doubt they'd summon a Baylor to clean up after. It was a relatively minor.
It's not a choice. Yeah, Cervantes releases it.
Oh.
Cervantes have 24/7 surveillance on the thing.
Of course.
I guess that makes sense.
Interesting.
Well, they wouldn't waste a perfectly good just because they got stalled a little bit.
I think there's
we
a
can
non-zero
assume
chance
that.
we could disable it, but we have to go down there and take care of it before we continuously fight Baylors.
I would guess we're likely, if the gem is controlled off-site, if they see that we're taking everybody out, I think, why are we even going back and attacking them? Like, what do we get out of it?
Because they're gonna chase us continuously until they're dealt with. So we either sink the ship or
It's
we
not just the one ship, though.
get better at
It's
hiding.
the Cervantes Empire has lots of ships, and they're going to be sending all of them after us.
Yeah, to be fair, they all know where we are now. Even, like, if we land there, they're still going to know we're here.
I mean, if we land in Bourbon, it sounds like we're going to be fighting an army.
And also, I'm not sure if the Changemaker docks in Bourbon and they know it's there. Like, are they just gonna the ship? I think we lose the ship
Yeah, I don't know if
Because-
we're getting a second voyage with the Changemaker based on
Yeah.
how this is sounding. This sounds like this is our last ride with
better
it.
make it good then.
The problem is we don't have a second ship lined up.
I
I
can be the
mean-
second ship. Give me 6 days.
There's a non-zero chance we can take the other ship. We just need to disable the gem / get rid of it somehow. But that still doesn't help us if
Ooh.
we're trying to go to Bourbon.
Getting a faster ship might be worth it to acquire a faster ship, and then if our goal is to try and take their ship, we'll have some trouble sailing it with just the 6 of us.
Well,
We'd have to
we've got
maybe
Sonic as well.
hire some mercenaries, and then not have them find out that there's 280,000 gold on Saphira.
Well, it doesn't matter if they know it's 280,000 gold if they know that if they try to make a move, I'll tear them to pieces.
Well,
I
yeah,
seem to
but
deal with a consortium, so there might be a scenario where I can get someone through
Ooh.
them.
Consortium
that's true.
ship deal. Yeah.
we could hire some consortium associates to join us.
All right. Well, Venix, a couple other questions for you. We saw you had at least 2 sorcerers on board. How many others are you hiding there? Is it just the 2?
No, they're on 8-hour shifts. There's 6 of them.
6 of them? And in terms of sorcerers, I mean, listen, we've all seen our fair share of magic dealies, you know? Like, how impressive are they really? We can cast spells, but are they like, are they wishing on things, or is it just like, oh, here's a counter spell and then they move on?
They're pretty powerful. I saw one tear a skeleton out of the body while the guy was alive.
Sounds like disintegrate or something.
Yeah, that's
That's pretty
That was just to
impressive,
torture the guy.
Damn. Now, of course, the ship itself, very, very impressive. It's a beauty, just super large, but I didn't even see it fire any cannons or anything. It doesn't really seem like it's made for combat. Are you guys just sailing a, merchant's vessel around? What's up with that?
They're blockade runners. And the cannons, what's a cannon? Those are telescopes.
Yeah, not really meant for combat so much, huh?
No, it's a finding and capturing. We're slavers.
Oh, God. Are you guys currently running anyone under there, or is it just Surge
Of course.
and Saphira alone?
Of course we are. We just got a shipment from Bourbon, and we were going to capture Saphira, take her back, and drop her off. And then head off.
a shipment from Bourbon. Is that a shipment of people?
Well, no. We got to go over to Shoe, and then over to South Cove, and pick up our new recruits.
Is this like a
that's
shipment of goods?
funny.
Of course.
And are you getting paid for the shipment at the arrival of the shipment, or was it prepaid?
I
Coin,
don't
this is a
know.
shipment of slaves. It's not a shipment of.
He said it wasn't people. Oh,
No, he said what's in the ship isn't people at the moment.
Not right
I-
now.
Now, in terms of your captain, didn't seem like much of a spellcaster or anything like that herself. How is she the one in charge? Why didn't they put like one of the mages? Does she have any special tricks or something? She didn't seem that impressive.
She has that inspiring thing where everybody in 30 feet of her gets a free action, which is
Okay.
really scary.
Bryn.
What?
She's
I'm
super
asking this
inspiring,
little guy.
and she's
doesn't
super
even know
deadly
that.
with a blade.
Eh, fair enough.
You're all lucky that she didn't actually draw the thing, because you'd be dead already. She didn't want to kill Saphira. She just wanted to take her to Cervantes alive.
Definitely would have
Well-
killed us though if we got in the way.
Probably not. Probably would have taken you and put you as slaves.
Well, in our defense,
I'd
she
rather
said she
die
wanted
than be a
Saphira's corpse.
slave.
There's no order for you guys. You probably could have negotiated with her, and she probably would have let you go.
that's not the kind of negotiation we do.
We don't negotiate using our friends.
All right, let's.
Seems
What?
like that's what you're doing right now.
One
He's
last
negotiating
thing.
for you.
Venick, what do
Really
you want for dinner?
Using our friends as bargaining chips.
What was the question?
What do you want for dinner? Bryn's cooking.
Sushi.
I don't
We could
know.
probably do that.
This
Okay,
guy being a
fancy
slaver
boy.
is he went down about 10 notches, and he's at the
I-
one just above. Throw him overboard.
Hardtack it is.
Yeah. All right. Let's put this guy below decks and talk about what we're gonna do.
I'm gonna literally strip him of all clothing and all belongings, and then have
Hold
someone
on,
help me
hold
tie him up.
on. I need his opinion on something.
Oh,
hey,
yeah, sure.
hey, Vimic.
Yeah.
Coin pulls out a silver coin, holds
Oh,
it
God damn it.
between his fingers, flicks his hand. The coin has disappeared from sight. Where did it
Whoa.
go?
No idea.
Coin
That's a pretty good trick.
Coin reaches behind his ear. His hand retracts. The silver coin was behind his ear. Coin walks
Man,
away.
if I could do that, I'd have to be rich.
Yeah, you're not me. And he walks away.
All right. So you take everything he's got, which includes a very cruel scimitar and his sailor's clothing. He's got a nice belt, some sailor's boots, a dagger that he had hidden underneath his clothing, hoping you wouldn't find it.
We're not gonna strip him naked. He can keep his
No,
clothes.
I'm stripping them naked.
All right. Suit yourself.
Anyone want to help me tie him up? Do we have chains or rope?
I've got.
I mean, we have
Ask
no
our
rope.
resident, not expert.
Resident Gimp employer.
Well, yeah, I have so. I just. You guys made it sound like maybe we don't want to give him the good rope.
That's true.
Definitely the second-hand rope.
They've already been used.
Gently used rope.
Coin will fish out just a
let me
random rope
check my
from his
inventory.
equipment. Coin has some.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
That's gonna pinch. He's naked, Coin.
I'm sorry, is he gonna chafe? We're trying to find some middle of the line rope.
Absolutely.
No chafing is for people who aren't slavers.
Yeah, honestly.
But he calls himself a slaver, but like, has he been successful at it?
Pretty
I don't
good,
think
yeah.
that's what's
No.
important.
I think there's a moral high ground in this
See,
scenario.
this is my 6th trip, so yeah, I'm pretty good at it.
Keep talking yourself up.
All right. Yeah, that's another like 9/10 of a notch.
We'll tie him upside down just for fun.
I mean, that could potentially kill him, albeit slowly and very painfully.
That's
Coin,
true. That is
Ask
true.
him for rope, or should I pull some up?
So I
on
mean,
him?
if you intend on doing that, I won't stop you, but we do kind of need him alive for a little bit longer.
We're not gonna put him
I-
upside down, but we're gonna put him in a really uncomfortable position. Like I'm gonna tickle his leg with a feather so it's itchy, and he's just gonna have to sit there with that itch, unable to scratch it, like
Listen,
that.
I said I'd do my very best to convince you all to not kill him. And so using my best, I want you to think about all of his actions and the information he has provided and decide what you want to do.
That's what the feather's for.
Cool.
I mean, I'm cool tying him up. You want some help with that, or you good?
I would love some help. I am not the best with knots. You could
Let's-
say I'm not the knotter.
Boo. Let's not do any half measures on the knots.
Yeah, you wanna
Mm.
do like a suspension kind of thing, or just like limit movement? Do you have any preferences, Virick?
For what knots you put me in?
Mm.
Just
If you say
simple
shoelace.
overhand.
Let's not do that one.
I mean, there are some really good overhand positions.
Let's not do a
Uh,
butterfly
we
knot.
We'll take right hand
I
up.
I dig a square knot.
And then above the head, and then left hand over. Flip that. here.
What the? Where'd you? What the? How? Why am my foot off the ground? What? The, how are you
Okay.
doing this?
No. I'm gonna leave you a foot. Hold on. But like lean forward a little bit. Don't worry, we're not gonna get too personal here. Yep.
Uh-huh.
All right. Now tell me. Put weight on that rope right there, and tell me how it feels.
It's solid.
Tighter. It should be tighter. You don't want to have a lot of movement with this because over time, like that movement is going to actually put more strain on your body.
I'm not sure I like
That's
this.
that's all right. This is also for Sazen's education. I'm demonstrating for him where we could just
I'm learning a lot.
entertaining way. Yes. It's like I had to tell you, my cousin and I spent a whole summer just learning body knots. Although, again, I guess this is not the good rope. By the way, we
To be
can try
clear,
some
should
other
the
stuff
good
if you
rope
want
be
to.
tighter or looser?
Oh, in this case, for sure, tighter. But when I say that this is not the good rope, I mean that these fibers are definitely going to cut into him, and they will definitely rub and shake. Whereas if you have a smooth rope, I have some silk rope in my back, and we can take a look at that later if you're interested.
I'm
But
interested.
It's gonna feel a lot better. No. Coin said this is what we should give you. He's the boss, you know.
Correct. Coin is in the room. He's throwing coins at the wall behind Vimic, and they're falling and landing on his head. And slowly stacking up. It's like playing darts, but with coins behind him.
Bink.
Okay.
Alright, I'm gonna just like semi-suspend Vimic here. Make sure
Okay.
he can't move.
Semi-suspend.
And then I am gonna go find Bryn to make sure that food's happening.
Coin will gather the coins he threw, count them all, then walk away.
Okay. Cool. Awesome. All right. So as you've tied him up, you have essentially tortured this man into a tied position where he cannot move at all. Can I get your survival check, please, Tati, for the knots you tied?
You bet. Because I was doing this as an instruction for
Yep.
Sizen, I'm gonna have
Sure.
to put the mask on, obviously, to
Sure.
get all the knowledge for it.
Who's the Shibari expert in your family?
That would be my cousin Nemo.
Cousin Nemo. Awesome.
That happened.
Remind me not to go find
obviously-
Nemo.
Sure. Well, I mean,
Yeah.
they are.
Speak
they
for
have-
yourself.
The death mask for cousin Nemo has just
We're not going to go there.
full sphere across the face. Yeah, here we go.
Okay.
Okay, so that is pass up. There we go. It's a 20, but it's,
Nice.
Beautiful.
there's some more pluses to that because it's
Yep.
there's like a 25, I think.
I believe you're correct. So yeah, you will tie him up very well. He will be unable to move unless you pull the one string that you can access.
Sizen, I feel like it was such a good instruction that if you wanted to like try to learn rope.
I mean, I feel like I learned a lot just from watching this. I don't know how much it'll translate into next time I try it, but I feel like I feel pretty good. I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, historically, if you get like, I think 10 good lessons where you like feel you've learned something, then you can count yourself proficient. Assuming that you actually did learn something.
Well, let's count this as lesson number 1. I'm feeling pretty good. Next time I'll give it my best shot, but you can definitely double check my knots.
I will. If you want to count this as lesson number 1, again, not to jump in here just because this is what I do. You do have to roll.
Survival?
My
Yes.
I guess. My lesson gives you, I guess, advantage.
Yep.
Advantage?
Good teacher.
Let's take a look.
Solid lesson.
Oh, yeah, 18 is still very good. I learned a lot.
Lesson is gonna be a master roper in yoga. And
Okay.
probably there's a better title for that.
It's Shibari, and I will put that in chat. Please don't look it up.
You were ready.
Hey, look, I did 27 years of IT with focus on server administration on the internet. Guess what?
Oh no.
I learned all
I've been doing the internet longer than some people that play my games have been alive. So,
Like me.
I
Like
also
you.
I also knew the word. I'd never seen it written out. I thought it was spelled with a U and not an in the middle. Apparently, there's a legendary story when I was in high school that the Quiz
talk-
Bowl national championships in Chicago the year before I came to high school, so I missed it. The National Quiz Bowl championships in Chicago were booked at the same hotel as ShibariCon, the Japanese bondage convention. And so,
After
yeah.
session, if you guys want to hear a story, I will tell you a story.
Welcome it.
So, yeah, I just don't want to do it on Twitch. Just saying.
Oh, of course, yeah, absolutely.
But cool. So you guys tie him up. You have successfully evaded the ship, and I'm going to let you guys decide over the week whether you guys are going to go back or head forward. Let you guys figure it out, and that way I can be ready for whatever you guys are trying to do. But that's where we're going to end for today. I know it's a little on the earlier side, but I hope you guys are enjoying the content. I hope I've seeded enough mysteries for you guys. Is there anything you guys want to do before we call it for tonight? Because I'm not going to progress you towards Bourbon, and we're not going to go back to the ship today, because we don't have time to do either one of those.
Yeah, we never did Ruzid's deception check at the
Okay,
beginning of the session.
what was Ruse's
On-
deception check
Oh
for?
fuck! I forgot.
He was trying to see if he could. Coin says I'm built
Wow.
different,
Ah,
and
got
he rolled a
21.
17 on his decep. No, wait, no. Coin rolled deception.
It's
You're
my
trying to
insight.
see through it.
yeah.
Be it a
So it's an insight
17.
check.
Is Coin built different? You believe it.
Coin is
Yes.
built
Truly
different.
believe he's just built different.
Coin
built
is just
different.
built different.
All
Yeah.
right, we're good.
Okay, this is
All
important.
right, guys. Have a wonderful week. Stay safe. Yes, ma'am. Good.
Yeah, I just like for real. We just gotta put Saphira next to YouTube, and anyone who scries is just gonna like, give up immediately.
Just let out a long sigh as they put the phone down.
Yep. All right, guys. Check out the YouTube shorts, the GM Tip shorts. Watch the FYI channel. I got a lot of fun stuff coming up. I've got some really cool encounters coming up for you guys alongside of this story. You guys really cheese weaseled that ship with items that you had for like 80 episodes, which was a lot of fun to see those come out, Jordan. So good job there.
Yeah, well
Yeah, you're
played,
a fucking
Jordan.
genius, Jordan.
That
Go you.
that was awesome.
Best pirate
I checked
ever.
when I got those. It was May 11th, 2022. So I've had those for 609 days of real time.
Jordan,
Yeah.
that's absolutely incredible.
Yeah.
Dude, I was
Finally
so
flew him
happy
out.
when I realized I could cast reduce on the ship. It's such
Yeah.
a stupid gimmick.
And I did the math wrong on that, but it's still fun, so it's all good. The ship should have had an additional +8 on that. I checked. But,
Oh, okay.
For the storyline, I'm fine with the cool moment. We're not going to retcon it or anything. So
It was pretty funny.
yeah, it was really
so
cool.
many commands that Saphira with her +0 just was
Yeah,
like
ignored.
nope.
Oh yeah, that was really awesome. I love that.